We should have brought some thumbtacks, and things. Kept a tally how many times.
You still can.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem. Tonight, by the South Kitsap Marching Band in the direction of Jerry Grahams. Tonight's anthem will be conducted by Senior Drum Major Taylor Reimer, Junior Drum Major Matthew Martin, and Field Marshal Anna Somerville. The color guard tonight, under the direction of Harold C. Vickers Jr., Senior Chief Petty Officer, United States Navy, retired, who directs the Naval Science Instructor Program here. Color guard members are Colin Ruane, Anthony Montez, Joshua Wiggins, and Nino Magbawa.
Hey, we can't hear you guys.
The presentation of the colors.
Perfect. Over under what?
2 minutes.
Let's play some football.
Welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School and Kitsap Bank Stadium as the South Kitsap Wolves take on the Bellarmine Lions tonight. We're happy to be coming to you live this evening on SKTV, Wave Digital Cable 205, and also streaming live on YouTube. I'm Greg Pickard, and joining me in tonight's broadcast booth is Phil Nenninger and Brian Pickard.
Thanks, Greg. It's a beautiful night for a football game out here for October. We've got about 62 degrees and a southern wind. And I have Brian Pickard here with me with the starting lineup.
All right, for the Wolves starter tonight on offense, we have left tackle number 52, Jacob Miller. He weighs in at 258, 6'3", junior. At left guard is number 54, Eric Stanley, 210, 5'11", senior. At center, number 56, 231, 5'10", junior, Jared Gregerson. At right guard, number 61, Kenny Staffney, 260 pounds, 6'2", junior. At right tackle, we got number 55, Jaeger Bearshine, 255 pounds, 6'1", junior. At quarterback, number 14, Jake Taylor, 196, 6'5", senior. At running back, number 34, Isaiah Davis, 185, 5'10", sophomore. At fullback, number 21, weighing in at 148, 5'9", senior, Corey Carter. Wide receiver, number 81, Albert MacArthur, 180 pounds, 6'2", senior. At wide receiver, we have number 3, Cole Craner, 163 pounds, 5'11", senior. And rounding out the starting offensive unit is wide receiver number 7, Quinn Ogan, 140 pounds, 5'8", sophomore. We got the captains out on the field.
Your captains for today's game from South Kitsap are number 4, Logan Guerrero, number 14, Jake Taylor, number 19, Michael Garcia, and number 35, JJ Leota. South Kitsap won the toss and has chosen to defer to the second half. So we will have Bellarmine receiving this opening kickoff.
Our defensive starters for tonight, guys, are defensive end, number 27, Eli Watry. He's a 218-pound, 6'1", junior. The other defensive end is starting both ways tonight, number 55, Jaeger Bearshine. Our defensive tackles are number 58, Michael Major, and number 28, Elijah Griffin. At the linebacker spots, we got number 19, Michael Garcia, 217-pound, 5'11", senior. And number 35, JJ Leota, 178, 5'10", junior. At the final linebacker spot is number 13, Garrett Smith, 175 pounds, 5'9", senior. Our cornerbacks tonight are number 4, Logan Guerrero, 162-pound senior, and cornerback 24, Caden Anderson, 175-pound senior. Our two safeties are number 6, Nathan Marin, 160-pound, 5'9", sophomore. And last but certainly not least, number 9, Jesse Strutz, 185, 6'3", senior.
Bellarmine's taking the field, and South Kitsap has the ball teed off. They'll be kicking from the north to the south. Getting ready to kick off for South Kitsap is number 15, Nolan Souza.
Good kick.
Kick is down to about the 10-yard line. Bellarmine's bringing it back. Nice return up the right side. And tackled by a host of Wolves at the 32-yard line. So Bellarmine will start from there.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a good night for football. This is a rivalry that goes back quite a while. It always seems to be a good, hard-fought game on both sides whenever these two teams play.
This is the first game for Bellarmine to play on our new field. I'm sure they appreciate the turf over the mud that we've had in the past years.
So Bellarmine's lined up in a shotgun formation with a single back. And we have a timeout, I believe, on the field by South Kitsap. Looks like they were short one player. Kind of hard to burn one of your timeouts.
That's a tough way to start, isn't it?
It is not what you want to see coming right out. You think hopefully the first series everyone's on the same page and knows what they're doing, and when you don't have that communication, it's not a good way to start.
You know, one of those things that when you move players around sometimes, you know, at the high school level, you have some injuries, you have some people in and out. If they didn't practice all week as a starter, they may have, you know, misunderstood, and hopefully we'll get going from here.
Well, they look like they're ready to go now. They got 11 players out here, so here we go.
So we got Bellarmine coming out of their huddle, lining up. Again, it was a single back formation and shotgun.
Bears in the 4-3-D. Excuse me, the Wolves.
As it run off to the Wolves' right. And he's got some room around it, but we do have a couple flags on the play. It looks like we're going to have a holding call, I believe, against Bellarmine.
Ahmad Lewis, the ball carrier, pushed out of bounds by number 35, JJ Leota. The flag on the play.
So we'll get the call from the head official.
He almost had him stopped in the backfield, but he eluded the tackler and cut around left side. But I think at the help of a couple of holds there.
Yeah, so we get holding that. So that's going back Bellarmine up 10 yards from the spot, which looks like it'll be about first down and 19 when they get the ball.
Against the Lions.
Something we'll be definitely keeping an eye on tonight is that South Kitsap defense. They've surrendered quite a few points over the last few games, and I'm sure the coaches have been busy all week trying to prepare and slow this good Lions team who currently leads the Narrows League in a lot of different categories. And if they can do that, if they can keep them controlled, they can keep this game in check and hopefully keep it a good game throughout the rest of the night.
Yeah, the holding penalty will pin him back a little bit. That should help. We've got a first and 20.
So quarterback's under center, going back for a pass, getting rushed, and just basically throws the ball away to an empty spot in the field. So good defense there by the Wolves.
We had number 6, Nathan Marin, and he's a sophomore, and he was shadowing that quarterback, making sure he didn't do a keeper a la Russell Wilson.
So this is the first time at home that we've had a team that's huddled up against South Kitsap. We've had some quick offenses, so it'll be interesting to see this different offense. Again, quarterback under center with a single back, overload right side, and another pass play coming. It looks like they try and set up a screen, and South Kitsap defense read it, and we're going to have a sack. That sack's by number 55, and that's Jaeger Beresheim.
They read that just perfect and just nailed him for another loss. We backed him up. What do we got here, Phil? Third and real long.
Third and looks like about 25, 26 yards. So
Gotta like it.
this is a great way for our defense to start. So again, Bellarmine back out. They have an I formation right now. Quarterback under center. Shifting out of that. Overloading left-hand side. And it's another pass play. Quarterback's throwing the ball deep. And overthrows his receiver.
That receiver was wide open too, so I was glad the quarterback threw a little bit long there.
Yeah, he would have had the first down had it been a connection, but as it is, Bellarmine's going to have to go back and punt, and that's a great way for South to start.
Fantastic start for the Wolves there after that first play. Before the first play, they had to take that timeout to get the 11th guy on, but I think that's making a difference. I like it.
So back to receive for the Wolves is number 3, Cole Craner, and number 9, Jesse Strutz.
Oh, he almost blocked that.
Kick's going up left side. Wolves are just going to let it roll. It's going to be dead at the Wolves' 46, 47-yard line. And South Kitsap has great field position to start their first offensive series.
Yeah, it'll really give them something to work with. Hopefully they can get an offensive rhythm moving early. We can expect, as probably usual, very quick, very fast tempo by the Wolves offense. This is a team that hasn't huddled up much, if at all, this year. And so look for them to push the tempo and take their shots early tonight.
South Kitsap in pistol formation with one running back. It's a handoff up the middle to number 34. That's Isaiah Davis, and he's going to gain maybe a yard.
That Wolves offensive line, they only start one senior. The rest of them are juniors, which bodes well for next year.
Wolves already set for the next snap. It's a pass play, little comeback screen to number 7, Garrison Glisson, and he'll pick up, again, just a short gain for the Wolves, about another yard or so. So it's going to be third and a long 8, short 9.
It looked like they were going to gain a few more yards than that, but the Lions converged well and quickly and shut it down for just a yard or 2 gain.
Wolves with another pass play coming up, Lions coming through. And a receiver catches the ball. He's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. It's 4th and 1 for the Wolves.
That's too bad he had to come back for that. Had he not had to come back, that would have been a first down. They're going for it.
Yeah, I like this call. You need to take some shots against a good Bellarmine defense, good team here. We need to get some points to keep this drive going.
They're reading the signals from the coach. It's an adjustment.
It's a run up the middle. And he's going to
second effort. He's got it.
So that was a gain of about 3 yards. That was Isaiah Davis on the carry. And that's enough for a Wolves first down.
You know, he had initial contact. He kept those legs going, and he gained another yard or two to get that first down. Nice effort.
So that's the first down of the game. So let's see if the Wolves can keep this drive moving.
You know, it's equally impressive as number 34, Isaiah Davis, is just a sophomore. Looked like a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, he does a good job of keeping his legs moving. Wolves have 3 receivers out to the left side. And it's a little pass up. But we got a flag. That's probably going to be a procedure call against the Wolves because they stopped the play. But it looked to me like Bellarmine had that play read. And
Yeah, they did, and almost were able to pick that ball off had it actually been a play allowed to go forward. I don't know if you've noticed so far, but Bellarmine seems to see something on the left side that they can possibly take advantage of. I've seen pressure coming from the outside linebacker spot multiple plays in a row, so it'll be something to keep an eye on through the rest of the night.
Yeah, they've showed blitz a little bit, and they had that one well covered. So this penalty actually might be a blessing in disguise.
so we have 1st and 15 for the Wolves. And this is a play action. Quarterback's hit the ball. He's got a receiver. Catches the ball for about 11 yards, and that's complete to number 3, Paul Craner.
That was a nice throw, nice catch. Well run play.
I think we need to move that quarterback out of the pocket a little bit more with this Bellarmine pass rush. That seems to work. So Wolves making some substitutions in here. Ready for a snap. And this is going to be a run again to number 34, Isaiah Davis, and he's caught in the backfield.
Going nowhere.
So
Saw that right outside linebacker blitzing again, Greg. How many times they've done that?
I've seen it numerous times so far, good 3-4 times coming pressure off the outside. So whether it's something Bellarmine has seen in the scouting report or it's something they do regularly, I don't know, but they certainly like to use that outside pressure blitz and drop their middle linebackers back into coverage.
So South Kitsap has 3 receivers over on the right-hand side right now, and 1 running back in the backfield. Now it's an empty backfield coming for South Kitsap. And we have a flag. We have a delay of game against South Kitsap. So that's a 5-yard penalty. Kind of hard to believe we get a delay of game against a normally very fast-paced offense.
There were several substitutions in there, and I think they changed the play once they got all the right guys in there.
So we're going to have a 3rd and 12, or 13 for the Wolves at this point. So same formation, 1 back, and they're going to sack the quarterback. Bellarmine gets down in there, and they sack him back at Wolves 48, about where we started this drive.
So what started as a fairly promising drive quickly turned south as the Wolves' offense was derailed by several key penalties there, and you just don't want to start a game like that.
Yeah, it hurts when you hurt yourself, and they showed a little promise there, and too bad.
So number 15, Nolan Souza, is out ready to punt.
There's a flag down.
And it's a short punt.
I think they got a piece of that ball on that.
So the ball's on the 26-yard line, but we do have a flag. So we'll see what this is. And Bellarmine got awfully close to blocking that punt.
They did. Did you guys see those wide splits in that last punt?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. The penalty is against South Kitsap. So we'll see what Bellarmine wants to do with this. They can force him to repunt, or
Was not a very good punt, so I would think they would probably decline it.
so here's the call from the official. They're going to re-kick.
And yep, I'm proven wrong once again.
I think they were so close to blocking that one, they may want to take their chances and see what happens.
Yeah, and we'll look to see if South goes out in a rather unique punt formation again. I wonder, I didn't see what the call was. I think it was procedural, so I'm wondering if they got everyone on the line of scrimmage that they needed to be up there.
How far were those? I was looking elsewhere. I was looking at the guy back for the kick, but how wide were those splits?
Several yards, and a lot of them started in almost a receiver stance on the outside, and so it was definitely a different look. And
we have the same thing going on here with these very wide splits. No flags this time, and a much better punt. There is a flag down the field now. So we're going to see what we got. The ball is out of bounds at the 22-yard line. But we'll see what this call is. We have an illegal motion call against South Kitsap. So, again, they start off with a bunch of people in the backfield, move people from the line. I don't know if they're not waiting just a full second before they snap the ball. We can't tell if everybody's on the line who needs to be from this angle. So,
Well, he's had 2 warm-up kicks, so let's hope that this third one's a boomer. It's an interesting how they line up in 2 parallel lines. They get the call from the coach, the hand signals, and once they got it, then they sprint into their position.
they looked a lot more controlled this time, so I wonder if they're trying something different.
So the Wolves have the ball now on their own 38-yard line after a host of penalties. And we're here for 4th down for snap. And again, we have a stoppage of play.
I don't think coach is very happy about that.
And South Kitsap called timeout. So that's their second timeout of the half. And we have 7 minutes, 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
And I don't know if you saw it on the far side of the field, a flag was actually thrown again. Although I think the timeout was before the flag.
So kind of a new punt formation for South Kitsap. Not sure what's going on there, but it looks to me like they're not getting set.
Well, it gives the band a chance to play a song or two, and the kids and the cheerleaders all wearing, looks like a whole lot of them are wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, there's a lot of activities at the high school. I know there's a volleyball game and other sporting events where they all try to get people involved in that, and I think that's a wonderful thing for the community to do. So same formation for South Kitsap, and coach talked to them, so whatever the problem is, hopefully they got it corrected.
We'll see. Watch those side judges.
I don't see a procedure flag. Again, a nice punt. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 33, 34-yard line. Yep, 35. So Bellarmine will have the ball at 35-yard line to start their second drive.
It's about where they started their previous drive. Hopefully the Wolves defense can swarm and continue its what looked to be a dominating start so far.
Yeah, if they can start off like they did that first series, and Bellarmine has negative yardage offensively.
So Bellarmine's in shotgun formation now. With one running back next to the quarterback, and it's a handoff to the running back, sweep right. Caught by the Wolves from behind, and they'll gain about 5 yards on first down. So that was number 30 for Bellarmine carrying the ball, and that is Ahmed Lewis. So getting 5 yards on first down is pretty nice. He's a senior. I think we'll see a lot of him tonight. Bellarmine's now quarterback's under center. One back in the backfield. Another handoff, number 30. Hall up the middle, and he's going to gain right about 5 more yards, and it's going to be real close to a first down. They're signaling for a first down. The near side linesman signaling for a first down. So 1st and 10, Bellarmine.
So over the course of the game, guys, what is your favorite position battle to watch as former coaches?
I enjoy the line. I think the games are won and lost in the line, in the interior. And if you can put pressure on the quarterback, make some penetration, you can stop the run, you can stop the pass, and that's where it all begins. So another handoff, and the
There
Wolves
we
read
go.
that.
That's a nice stop.
Number 30 again, but Wolves nail him at the line of scrimmage, so no gain.
To answer your question, Greg, I always like that defensive end, outside linebacker position at sea, because there's so much that happens on those corners. If those guys can turn runners in, turn quarterbacks in, that's you turn them to the meat of your defense, and a lot of good things can happen when you control those corners and not let things get outside.
So 2nd and 10 for Bellarmine from the 45. Quarterback's going back to pass. He's got a receiver open and caught just shy, looks like a first down. So gain of about 9.5 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and about a half a yard at the Wolves 46.
Now, Greg, you played both tight end and D end. How about you? Is that a spot you still take a look at, or now that you can see the whole field? What battle do you like to watch?
We got 3rd and 1. Expecting a run up here, run right up the middle. Wolves are there. The Wolves might have stopped him. It looks like he lost a couple feet.
Yeah, it looks like he did. For me, it's tough. I love watching the interior lines. A little hard to watch and focus on up here in the booth. I also like, especially for the Wolves, watching their linebacker game, because that's such a crucial part of what seems to be the Wolves' defense. They drop into coverage, or at least they need to be, but they also got to get up, make plays, and I would expect them to hopefully try to get some pressure on the quarterback tonight.
So Bellarmine going for it on 4th and 1, and they're going to make it, gain of about 4 yards. So looks like the Wolves are going to get him, but was able to drive on through.
And I guess I'm not even sure if South Kitsap has a tight end anymore.
Not one listed as starter. They've last couple of years they've forgo that position and had that extra wide receiver.
And Bellarmine's a little bit more of a normal everyday, offense. That
Traditional.
Yep. So single back formation. Quarterback's going back to pass. Well read play, but the quarterback gets the ball off. Gain of about 5 yards.
Nice tackle by number 19.
And, Wolves doing a good job putting pressure on that quarterback.
That was Michael Garcia. He was right on him and immediately hit him when the ball arrived.
So that limits them to a 5-yard gain, which is 2nd and 5. The ball is on the Wolves' 36-yard line.
We got just over 3 minutes left in this first quarter of play.
Man in motion coming from right to left. It looks like a run play. And Wolves read it perfectly. There is a flag on the play. Right at the line of scrimmage. They stopped him for no gain. We'll see what this flag is. Usually in the area kind of holding, but we'll see what we got. Illegal shift. So 2 men probably in motion at the start of the play for Bellarmine. And that should push him back 5 yards if South decides to take the penalty. So no gain on the play. What do? You take the penalty? Do you give him another chance?
This is a tough call. I think Bellarmine's probably in 4-down territory anyway, as it is, and so I think you got to back him up.
So it's a repeat of 2nd down, going to have 2nd and 10.
That looks like exactly what they've done, and again now just under 3 minutes, and the score's 0-0.
Pass play coming for Bellarmine, going deep, well covered, and there's a flag down at the play at the point of the potential reception. The ball was not caught, and we'll see what this penalty is.
I didn't see an infraction there, but it is kind of the far end of the corner of the field from us.
I think we're going to get a pass interference, but I don't know if it's going to be offense or defense. It's against the Wolves, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty.
That's a shame. I thought he had it covered pretty well, and it looked like textbook cover, but guy in the striped shirt didn't think so.
Yeah, they probably have better angle of it than we did. It's about as far away on this football field as you can get and still be in the stadium from us. So we'll see what it's going to put the ball down at the 26-yard line. The Wolves 26, and we'll see what Bellarmine comes out with now. First and 10.
Another flag down. Boy, the Hankies are flying tonight.
So we have a sideline warning against South Kitsap. There's no yardage involved in the first one. Basically, players or coaches getting too close to the field. The second one becomes a unsportsmanlike conduct, so that's the only warning they get. Bellarmine in shotgun formation with single back, another handoff to the back, and the Wolves read it well. And he's stuffed.
There was about 5 or 6 Wolves meeting him behind the line and dropping him for a slight loss.
Yeah, I've noticed so far that when Bellarmine goes to those heavy sets, one way or the other, the Wolves seem to have prepared for it pretty well. Every time they've run to that heavy side, they've snuffed him out pretty good.
Yeah, it's they're doing a good job. Defense is playing well. So Bellarmine's got a single back formation, quarterback under center. And another run play. So he's going to gain about 5 yards, it looks like.
That Bellarmine line that time opened up a hole for him to run through, but he was met hard by a couple of linebackers. Dropped him for about a 5-yard gain there, Phil?
Yeah, about 5 yards, about 3rd and 5, probably in 4 down territory. I don't know how far their kicker can put it up from, but we'll see. We'll see how close they get. Hopefully the Wolves can stuff them again. I formation right now for Bellarmine. Another handoff off the left side. He's driving his legs, and he's going to gain about 6 yards, enough for a first down at the 15-yard line.
How about the first turnover of the night right here?
Wolves could certainly use it right here. They're
I think the fans would like it.
defending their goal at the 15. First and 10 for Bellarmine. Quarterback's in a shotgun formation. And it looks like another handoff. Cut back up the middle by Bellarmine. He's going to gain about 8 yards on that play. So down to the 7-yard line where it's going to be 2nd and 2.
Got just under a minute left in the first quarter. Bellarmine's knocking on the door, but hopefully this pack of Wolves here will shut them down.
So quarterback's under center. They've been running that run game, so that's what I'd be looking for. Here we go, another run up the middle. Drives feet, and it's going to be enough for first down, but the Wolves keep him out of the end zone. So the ball's going to be on about the 3-yard line, first and goal. About 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
And it's still 0-0. You know, you're seeing now, even in the high school ranks now, you're seeing more and more of the coaches signaling plays in where years back, and maybe I'm dating myself here a little bit, you know, you had a couple of players that would run in and out with the play that the coach wanted them to run. But now those hand signals, and kids pick it up and off they go.
And that's the end of the first quarter, and the score is South Kitsap 0 and Bellarmine 0. So what do you think of the first quarter, Greg?
I liked it so far. I think it's obvious that South has figured out something that they can build on. They're improving from what I've seen the past couple games. The defense is looking better. The offense was looking pretty good, actually, except for the few penalties that really set them back. But they're improved for sure.
I think the offense has actually stopped themselves.
Yeah, the Wolves right now are, at the bottom of the Narrows League, 0-3, 1-4 overall. Bellarmine's 2-0 and 4-1 overall. South Kitsap won their first game here at home and since then has on a 4-game losing streak, but you almost expect that in a real difficult league with a first-year coach and a new system coming in, don't you?
You got to hats off though the entire coaching staff and the players. You know, these guys, they hold their heads up, they keep fighting and going at it, and they've had some struggles, and yet the attitude's positive. And from what I hear, you know, there's a high level of respect and support by the general student body of the entire team.
And we've seen South Kitsap fall behind before and come back from some pretty deep deficits to tie a game up or take the lead. So Bellarmine will have the ball to open the second quarter. First and goal from the 3. Quarterback's under center. It's another run play. Number 3, he's keeping his legs driving, doing a real good job. He's getting down to about the 1-yard line. So nice job by South Kitsap defense there. It'll be a second goal from 1. Bellarmine making some substitutions, and quarterback's getting the play from the coach.
You know, Bellarmine has a grass field. What's the adjustment, Greg? You've played on both fields. The adjustment going from a grass where you're practicing all week to a real nice synthetic turf?
Bellarmine's get the ball at the 1 in I formation, power formation. It's a fake play action, pass into the end zone for a touchdown. So 6 points for Bellarmine.
The Wolves had that bottled up pretty good, and that their receiver, number 25, just kind of found a seam, a hole there, and quarterback found him.
Yeah, that's their tight end. They, you know, South Kitsap did look like they had it well covered and had play kind of snuffed out, putting pressure on the quarterback, and he was able to get the ball off. So Bellarmine lining up for the extra point. His kick, and it's up and it's good. So it was 11:36 left to go in the first half. It's going to be Bellarmine 7 and South Kitsap nothing.
You know, I'm sure they're disappointed that Bellarmine scored, but really you got to give hats off to the Wolves defense. They've been out on the field for most of that first quarter, and they were stuffing them pretty good. One of the things I noticed was that the very first series that they came out, it was predominantly pass. And then the last drive here where they came down to score, I think they only threw the ball a couple of times and ran at the rest. That their running back was a workhorse on that drive.
Yeah, I don't know if they've found something in the films or, you know, found something just from, you know, the first couple of series. It looks like, you know, pretty much they're trying to run the ball right down the gut. So we'll see if the Wolves can make some defensive corrections and stop that.
So, Greg, going back to my question, that transition from practice, playing all week on natural grass to synthetic surface, much of adjustment?
Not really. I always found that it was a little easier to go from grass to turf than it was from turf to grass, personally. The game tends to be a little quicker. You're able to move a little faster, get a little better traction on turf anyway. And so when it boils down to, though, you're out to play football. It's after the first quarter or so, you hardly notice.
So back to receive for South Kitsap looks like number 3, Cole Craner, and number 9, Jesse Strupp. And it's going to Cole Craner at the 8. Got some blocking out there. Nice return. Brings the ball up to the 26-yard line where South Kitsap will start first and 10.
That was a nice return. One more block, and he would have been up that sideline. That was a nice return.
So South Kitsap with the hurry-up offense is already out there lined up, ready for the snap, getting the play from the coach, and waiting for the official to release the ball for play. These kind of delays hurt the tempo of South Kitsap offense. So quick pass, South Kitsap out to the right-hand side, and that's number 83, Deshaun Keel, and there's a flag on the play.
Looks like holding.
Holding against South Kitsap, so that's going to move them back 10 yards.
You know, Bellarmine showing some speed out there because the receiver was open. It was a nice quick pass, and by the time he took the first couple of steps, he had two defenders coming up to make the tackle.
Yeah, there's no doubt South's going to have to adjust that maybe with more blockers or something to try to spring some of these receivers. So Bellarmine accepts the penalty, and it is 9 yards or so. So it'll be 1st and 19 for South Kitsap from the 12-yard line. I'm sorry, the 17-yard line. And this is a run play coming off to the right-hand side, not gaining much. That's number 34, Isaiah Davis, on the run. It'll be 2nd down. South Kitsap with his hurry-up tempo is lined up again. Quarterback's giving everybody to play. And it's a little comeback screen, incomplete, but we have an incomplete pass, so it'll be 3rd down for South Kitsap.
So I don't know if our viewers can see, but there's some other lines down there on that field. Besides just the football and the soccer, we got some lacrosse. And after this play, maybe Greg, you might have a little insight on that on the lacrosse.
So we got 3rd and 17, obvious pass play. Bellarmine almost jumped off sides. They may have had snap count down. That may have been why they're getting in so quick. And we have a delay up the middle. Number 34, Isaiah Davis, gets the ball to 19. Will be 4th down and about 18.
Yeah, but to address your question, there are multiple sets of lines out there. There's men's and women's lacrosse actually plays on 2 different fields. The blue is the men's, and that red lines you see are the women's. And South Kitsap, I believe, is actually looking to bring in a men's and women's lacrosse program. That would be something to see, wouldn't it?
That would be great. We've got the field for it. Let's bring it on. More opportunities for these kids. Here comes the punt.
Through the woods, nice kick. And it's taking a South Kitsap roll. And I don't know why he didn't let that keep going, but it's down by number 6, Nathan Morin.
Yeah, the South Kitsap has expanded the different offerings and more opportunities for more kids, and it's really exciting to see because it's so important to all kids to have different groups, different teams, different people and coaches and teammates to connect with and things. They've also started last year water polo.
So Bellarmine will have the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Good field position, starting in a single back formation. It's a play action, getting some pressure on it, and pass is complete for about 10 yards, 11 yards for a 1st down.
That was number 87.
And that's Blake Wilcoxon, the senior, getting that ball.
He's a big target at 6'3".
So 1st and 10 from the Wolves 45. Let's see if the defense can shut them down. Run play up the middle. And Wolves do a good job making that play, limiting him to about a yard. The tackle is number 6, Nathan Morin. He's a 10th grader, defensive back. So nice read for that.
A lot of underclassmen starting for the Wolves.
Yeah, I can remember the old days we used to have a lot of kids playing both ways. It doesn't seem to be so true anymore, which is kind of a good sign. Bellarmine under center, pass play, come back. Again, number 87. Wolves stop him after a gain of about 10 yards. It'll be 1st down Bellarmine.
Yeah, you know, guys, it really doesn't surprise me when you say that to see kids only playing one way now. I think for multiple reasons. One, with the faster pace offense and defense that you have running, you're trying to keep legs fresh. But I think from a safety standpoint, it's true as well. You're just, again, limiting the number of hits any one head has to take over the course of a game. And so both for safety and for the game as well.
So Bellarmine get the ball, first down, going to the end zone. The defender slips
and falls
down, and it's caught by number 87, Blake Wilcoxon, for a touchdown.
That's too bad because he was matched him stride for stride, and I don't know what, he kind of stumbled there and kind of looked like that play from a couple of Seahawk games ago, but it's too bad, left the receiver wide open.
So kind of an easy pitch and catch for him, and they're going to line up for the extra point. He kicks up, and it's good, and it is 14-0. Bellarmine with 8:41 left. This is a long-time rivalry. Yep.
Next week is homecoming for the Wolves, and hope anybody out there that hears this and is alumni come out for homecoming festivities. It's next Friday the 16th versus Emerald Ridge. They're bringing all three teams. South Kitsap C team is comprised mostly of freshmen from all three junior highs. Will play at 3 p.m. JV game kickoff is 5 p.m. with varsity kicks off at 7:30. Homecoming court and presentation crowning the king, the queen at halftime. It'll be a lot of fun. Homecoming's always a great time, and Greg, as alumni of South Kitsap, I would imagine you'll be here cheering them on.
Oh, you bet, and I'll probably be right here again with you guys later that night, broadcasting and having some fun, and it'll be good. Hopefully we can get another win. It's always fun to win on homecoming night.
Hopefully we get another night like tonight. I mean, this is a great weather for October. We're not dealing with a lot of rain or wind, and just a lot of fun to be out here. Back to return the ball is number 3, Cole Craner, and number 9, Jesse Strutz for South Kitsap.
We've got 8:41 left in the second quarter, and the Lions lead it 14-0.
So Cole Craner is going to return it. Brings the ball up to the 22-yard line with a flag on the play.
The Wolves need to quit shooting themselves in the foot there. It's not helping.
So we have an illegal push in the back. That's going to bring the ball back from the 21, and should bring it back to about the 11-yard line where the Wolves will start their drive.
That's too bad. I always think that anytime you can have a return that gets outside the past the 20, it's bonus. And they had that, and yet the penalty will bring them back to just past the 10-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, South Kitsap hasn't shown any reluctance to open up their offense even when they're deep in their own end zone. So this should be an interesting series. They got to get something going here on offense. Wolves in pistol formation, waiting for the release of the ball from the officials. Now it's ready for play. Getting the play from the sideline. It's a pass play. Going deep, like I said, not afraid. It looks like there's some contact, and we have.
Oh, there's a flag. That should go the Wolves' way.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just thinking about they haven't had any really deep pass plays tonight, and so I was wondering if this drive, now down 2 scores, South might open it up and try to take some shots and see what they got.
I'm sure you won't believe me, but I was thinking the same thing, but I thought, probably not this deep into their own territory, but good play. I like it. Looks like it's going to pay off for them.
Yeah, they're going to get 15 yards out of this, and sometimes, good things happen if you take your chances. So, they're going to walk off the penalty, and then South will have the ball at the 26. So much better field position to start.
It's a noisy cheering section there from the students in the stands. They're out there having a good time cheering on their team. Comes a blitz.
So running back gets tackled for a 2-yard loss. That's Isaiah Davis. Hard to make any yardage when you have 3 or 4 guys in the other color jersey coming in and hit you before you even get started.
There's that blitz again, Greg, from that left side that you noted in the first quarter. It looks like the Lions are going to continue with that strategy. That linebacker crashes an awful lot.
Yeah, you look for South to hopefully do something, try to take advantage of that as we come on. So 2nd and 11, pass play, going deep again, same side, same play but you got the flag on last time. This time it's incomplete. Pass was intended for number 83, and that's Dashawn Keel.
Dashawn Keel, the intended receiver.
Thought he was going to have that. We've got a Lion down on the field.
Yeah, he stretched out to defend. That was the defender on the play, and that's number 23 for Lions, and that's Isaiah Connor. He's a junior. Made a nice play in defense, but he hopefully just got wind knocked out.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I hope that just get his wind back and take a rest on the side and get back in there. We don't want to see anybody hurt.
That appears to be what it is because the trainers aren't, as you can see live, trainers aren't addressing anything major. They're just kind of waiting for him to what looks to be recover and jump back up. And sure enough, he's back up and walking off under his own power.
Good to see. Looks like there's a timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is an injury timeout. Doesn't look like it was charged to either team.
Well, given that we're the TV, it's probably not a TV timeout. What do you think?
I think we're pretty safe there. So I don't know if they're going to signal ball ready for play, and the play clock starts from here. So hopefully the Wolves have the play they want. You get lined up for the snap.
It's 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. What do we got in the playbook for this one?
I think we're going to get another pass play out of this. Yeah, good protection, and he throws
picked
it,
off.
picked off. And Bellarmine takes it back to the 18. That ball is picked off by number 32, Chandler Smith. Don't know if receiver ran the wrong pattern or quarterback was expecting something different, but that looked like it was thrown right to the defender, unfortunately.
I think the receiver cut right and the ball came left, and there was that Bellarmine cornerback just to pick it off, and I'm sure his eyes got pretty wide there.
So Bellarmine starts with the ball on South Kitsap 18-yard line. Quarterback's under center. Single back. It's a pass play out to the left. Quick slant coming back in. Ball is caught for about 10 yards. Looks like it's enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal, Bellarmine from the 8-yard line. .726 left in the half. Bellarmine lined up in an I formation. And it's a handoff up the middle, caught by the Wolves, going to limit them to about a yard gain. So that's great defense there.
In that last home game against Yelm, the Wolves cornerbacks were off the line of scrimmage, good 10, 12 yards. They seem to be up a little tighter on the receivers for Bellarmine.
Yeah, they're right up there, which is another adjustment coach probably made. Quarterback's going back to pass. Got a short pass. Excellent play by South Kitsap.
Nice coverage, nice
defense.
time.
That's number 6, Nathan Marin on the tackle for a loss of about a yard.
He's got a handful of tackles already. He's been real active.
Another sophomore on this team. So, again, the future is definitely looking bright for the Wolves. So we got 3rd and goal from the 7.5-yard line. See if the Wolves can hold them out of the end zone. I formation. It's a run, and the Wolves stop it. They pack them for it again, maybe a foot or two gain, but
Not much.
it's going to be 4th and goal from the 7-yard line. And Bellarmine looks like they're getting ready to try a field goal.
Tacklers for the Wolves, J.J. Leota.
Yeah, I think that's a good call at this point in the game. You're up 2 scores already. Field goal still puts you up a third. And so I would be surprised if Bellarmine does anything besides kick this ball here.
Yeah, their kicker is number 3, Bryce Bendixson. Really not much further, maybe about 5 yards further than an extra point. So,
You always got to be aware of that fake, though. But
and the kick's up.
missed it.
And it's
Wide left.
The kick is wide left. So South Kitsap have escaped. Not letting up any points. Good play by the defense. And, they had the ball on the 18-yard line, and Bellarmine couldn't get any points.
That was a good series by the Wolves. They came in there. They knew that their backs against the wall, and they stuffed them pretty good. And Wolves are going to take over on the 20-yard line. Let's see if we can't get something going here.
So it looks like they're missing their line.
It's kind of an important part.
And the Wolves will take over. It's first down on the
Here they come.
20-yard line.
Not sure what was going on there, but offensive line hadn't shown up, including the center. So
They're ready now.
yeah, but they took too much time, and South Kitsap had to call a timeout.
That's their 3rd and final.
So kind of want to have one of those in your back pocket if you can, as long as you can. But they definitely, again, confusion there at the beginning of a series. That's not usually when you want to use your timeouts.
No, not at all. And they got to be careful this series and not get ahead of themselves. I mean, ultimately, they're only down 2 scores. And so they got to make sure not to force anything like last series and just be patient, drive down the field, and go score. I think they need points here.
And just getting some points on the board, I think, will do them well. You got to remember, Bellarmine's a ranked team in the state. They're a good squad, good team, and I think the Wolves are playing them tough, particularly in defense. If we can get this offense rolling, hey, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, we have 5:20 left in the half, so plenty of time to go down and get some points.
Showing blitz.
Well, that's not uncommon. They've been coming in all
This
game.
time they're coming in on the right side.
So here they come, pass play, again going deep.
Now, I can't believe there wasn't a flag on that one. I saw some jersey pulling.
Yeah, that was Isaiah Bird as the intended receiver. He's got a lot of speed, and
Coverage by number 23,
we
Isaiah Connor.
see if we get the ball thrown long. So again, just over 5 minutes left in the half. 2nd down 10. One back in the backfield. Here comes Bellarmine again. Little comeback screen. Bellarmine's got 3 people right around him, so it's for no gain. That's a catch by number 7, Quinn Ogan. He's a sophomore. But Bellarmine's just swarming right there.
Hogan, he's only a sophomore. He's not real big, but, man, there's a lot of fight in that kid. Tough, hard-nosed player.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 for South. Two backs in backfield. Looks like one for protection. And here comes Bellarmine again.
Good
Play
blocking. He's
action.
got some time.
Oh, and
Oh, too bad.
defender fell down. And unfortunately, the pass was off target. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Had a chance there. We got a completion. I think Isaiah Bird's in the end zone. But, it takes all aspects of the play to complete to get it done.
That offensive line for the Wolves, they gave Jake some time to throw. It was a nice job of blocking, pass blocking there. They did a nice, really, really good job.
South gets that back to punt. Whoa, and Bellarmine gets the kicker
And no flag.
And no flag. We do have return going on. Ball's back to 50. Oh, Bellarmine, he broke some tackles. This is dangerous. He's going to go all the way. He's at the 20.
He's got blockers ahead of him.
10. And he's in.
I can't believe there was no flag because he ran into him.
Look that way from here. The official was standing right there, though. So, sometimes you're not quite sure what goes on. But still had a nice return there by Bellarmine to bring it back into the end zone.
That's too bad because, I really think something was going there for the Wolves offensively. That's tough.
So we're going to try for the extra point again. It's currently 20-0.
4:09 left in the first half.
And this kick is good, so it's 21-0 with 4:09 left, and Wolves still have plenty of time to get the ball and get a drive going. So this is a long-standing series. South Kitsap, I think the last time they beat Bellarmine was 2009 when South Kitsap went undefeated in league play. But the series has been going on since 1954, 1950s, and I think it was 1954 it was the first time South Kitsap actually beat Bellarmine.
Two long, proud schools and programs, and they've taken their turns at being top of the heap and even coming up a little bit short. But they play hard. The games are always tough. A lot of hard hitting and good football out there.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that with Gig Harbor in town, that's kind of been South's dominant rival in recent years. But Bellarmine, that rivalry goes further, deeper, and there's some, I wouldn't say, bad blood in some cases because it always is a very physical game. But these programs traditionally are very good and compete consistently for those league titles, and so there's a long-standing rivalry there.
So kickoff is to Cole Craner, number 3. Got some blocking. Looks like he's got a haul. Takes up to 26, 27-yard line. Nice return.
You think that right there for a second there, I thought, man, there's a big hole there, and again, Bellarmine just with their speed just close it very, very quickly.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of team speed from Bellarmine. It's all of their kids look fast, and you just gotta match speed with speed, and hopefully South can get them on this. We have 3 receivers out to the right this time. And Bellarmine was loading up the box, bringing their safeties way up, kind of blitzing them on in. And we got a quick pass out to Isaiah Bird on the right side. He's got some moves, and he's made it up to about 5 yards. So we have 2nd and 5, a long 5.
Yeah, it's evident that this Bellarmine team has some speed on defense. I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but Bellarmine actually traditionally only has 2 down linemen, as we've seen most of the nights. And so that's allowing them to get their guys out on the edge further, bring another guy into the box as from a linebacker spot, and surround things a lot. So if their 2 D linemen can get it done and the Wolves' offensive line can't get that push, it really does become hard to get outside and around on these guys.
So
Fumble.
Jake dropped the ball when we went back to pass. Bellarmine picks it up and runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. So that's nice heads-up play by Bellarmine. Bad luck for South, and that was number 35 is.
I'd love to have that reviewable there. I'm not so sure that his arm wasn't in motion there, but he immediately looked around for it, and he just lost the handle on it, I think. Wonder if the guys in the booth could give us a replay.
We are the guys in the booth.
Oh.
So it kicks up and good. Unfortunately, that's about a minute between scores for Bellarmine, putting the game at 28-0. And we'll get another kickoff here, and hopefully we can get a good return and make some positive yardage here.
Definitely. It's been a tough quarter because think about it. Only, 8 minutes ago, 7, 8 minutes ago, score was 0-0.
That's it. And it shows you how fast these games can change and how sometimes momentum just really starts to build and teams start to roll. But momentum can swing both ways. So let's see if South can get some positive momentum on their side.
The South Kitsap student body is still cheering loud, and they got Roscoe down there, the Wolf, leading cheers. Keeping spirits up. You got to do that. Hard to do sometimes when it's 28 zip, but again, like you guys are saying, there's plenty of time for them to do some things here and a couple of quick scores and make it a whole different ball game.
So again, we have Cole Craner and Jesse Strutz back to receive the kick from Bellarmine. And kicking off for Bellarmine is number 3, and that's Bryce Ben Dixon. So he's their kicker and punter, handling both duties tonight.
A couple of these kickoffs, Wolves have come real close to, just a block or two away from a real long return. Let's hope they can break one of these.
So here's the kick. And again, going to Cole Craner down at the 10-yard line. He's got the ball. He's got a hole, got an opening, breaks it up. Nice return up to 36, 37-yard line of South Kitsap. So
there we go. That's a nice return, huh? Up to about where'd we go? 40-yard line?
About the 37, I think. And, a much better field position than what we've had in the past couple series. So let's see if we can get something going.
The trick will be to avoid that play. It seems like every series is that one play, whether it be a penalty or a key turnover. But it's really just been one or two things that have set back otherwise fairly positive drives tonight.
Yeah, if South can get some points out of here, they got 3 minutes. It's quick hitting offense. They get the ball to start the second half. So we go quick pass, and he's got a man open. It's number 81.
Nice catch.
Arthur MacArthur's got the ball at the Bellarmine 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Nice pass, nice catch, and that's what we needed.
That was a nice play.
So again, that's the way it started. Drive ball at the 32 of Bellarmine now. 2.5 minutes left to go in the half. Plenty of time for South Kitsap to get punches into the end zone, get some points. Bellarmine coming with a blitz again, this time from South Kitsap right side. They've already kind of shown it, so I think South knows it's coming. Got the blockers, long pass play. Oh, just overthrows. That ball was intended for number 83. That's Deshaun June. Here's a replay of that first catch. What a great throw, great catch. Keeps his feet in bounds, keeps control of the ball. So nice play. We have 2nd and 10 now. Another pass play, pump play, going deep to number 11.
He's got it.
And he's got the catch. No, it's incomplete.
Oh,
they say he
too
dropped
bad.
it.
There's another one I'd like to see a replay on, huh?
Now,
But I think he dropped it. That's too bad.
He doesn't seem to be arguing too much. I think he's trying to, do his best to kind of make it look like a catch, but I think the ball hit the ground as he was coming on through.
That's too bad. That would have been a great play.
Yep, we got a replay of that, I think, coming on up. Okay, so here it is. Ball's going on down deep. Nice catch. I think he must have lost it right there. I don't know. It looks pretty good to me, but the ref saw something. They're standing right there. So.
Well, if they call us, we can tell them it was a good play.
So we got another pass coming up. Bellarmine's coming down. Good job. Nice catch. Oh, no, he drops it. And that was a pass intent for number 83, Deshaun Keel. He's just a freshman. So nice try. We have a 4th down coming up, 4th and 10.
That's too bad. He was wide open. He's frustrated. He feels awful about that. You can just tell by the body language.
South Kitsap's they're getting receivers open, so we just need to make these connections and I think we can move the ball against this team. 2 minutes left in the half. 4th down, 10. Back to pass again. And he doesn't have the time. That ball's going to go low. And it's intercepted, which actually they should have just dropped the ball, because now Bellarmine's going to have the ball in the 18 instead of South gets up instead of their 32. So
Yeah, and again, it seems to come down to one play that stalls that drive. That was easily a first down with a couple of those catches, and once again, they don't quite get that connection. So,
and part of that's probably the youth that we have. But again, they're gaining experience getting out here, and I think Bellarmine's got a minute 52 left. They're probably going to try to get down here and get some more points with 2-minute offense. So first play's a run, and South gets that, but they had followed up, and he squeezed it on through for 5 yards.
That defense has been out there. No huddle. Defense has been out there a long time, yet they don't show that they're too tired there.
Nope, and quick pass by Bellarmine out to the left side, making some moves. He's going to have the first down. He's
Finally goes down.
Down at about the 35-yard line. So first down for Bellarmine. That stops the clock while they reset the chains. Bellarmine is showing to have 3 timeouts left, so they do have time to get down here. Hopefully South Kitsap defense can come up with a big play and stop them.
Got a minute 20 left in the game, and there's a flag.
So we have a flag. Looks like it's going to be a false start against Bellarmine.
We don't have stats up here, but those flags have come out at least a dozen times tonight. A lot of flags out there.
So that cost them 5 yards, 1st and 15. With 1:19 left to go, clock's running. Quarterback's under center, going back, quick pass out to his right. South gets that, comes up and makes a nice play. That goes nowhere. I think he loses yards on that.
That kind of looked like a play out of South's playbook there.
Yeah, it's just a quick pass, and if it's well read like this one was, they lose yards. So it's going to be 2nd down, 19 with 104.
Timeout Bellarmine.
have you guys heard about that interesting tradition that goes on if you actually beat Bellarmine at home?
No, what's
At their place?
Yeah, at their place. So years ago when we beat them down there, they send their captains over with a full victory cake and deliver it to the victors of every single game at their field. So someone's always eating cake, whether it be them if they win or the visiting team that they deliver it to if they win.
Well, that's a pretty cool tradition. That's kind of what high school sports is all about.
Trying to kind of show some class on their part, and saying, hey, you got the better of us. And Greg, I know that as a senior on that 2009 team, you got to eat cake that night.
We did get to eat cake that night, and you know what? I would have not, as classy as it was, I would have not wanted to have been the captains that walked into our locker room that night.
So both teams are back out on the field, and ball's ready for play. Bellarmine's under center. Ball's at the 26-yard line. Back to pass. Open receiver. He's got the ball, and he's out of bounds at the 35. So they pick up about half of what they needed to get the first down. So it'll be 3rd and 10.
Just a tick under a minute left to go in the first half. Lions are up 28-0 over the Wolves.
So let's see if this defense can stop them here. Be nice to see a pick right here, and South gets up, get another chance to get some points.
How about a pick 6? Get the points right there.
That'd be perfect. So Bellarmine back to pass, throwing deep. He's got an open receiver. Nice catch. He's got the ball.
Nope, out of bounds.
We're calling him out of bounds. Okay. Looked to me like he had at least a foot in, but he
Yeah.
might have been bobbling the ball. So
Again, that referee was right there on top of it, so I'm glad he saw it that way.
yeah. So they're going to go back and punt. And South will get a chance at the ball with just about 50 seconds left. Back for the punt return is Cole Craner and Jesse Strutz. If we can get a nice return out of this.
You know, in this situation, I'd probably go after it. I'd try to see if we can pick up a block here.
Yeah, I think when you have 51 seconds, your offense
Bellarmine's
hasn't been
short a
much.
player.
Yeah, here he comes.
Somebody's going to hear about that at halftime, I think.
And there's a penalty, illegal substitution by Bellarmine, getting that player onto the field. So that'll back them up 5 yards. You know, it helps South Kitsap's cause. And I think the player who they sent on in may have been one too many. So Bellarmine's back to punt. Gets the kickoff.
Short.
It's a fair catch called. He drops the ball.
I think he
I
covered it.
I think he covered it up. South gets that ball at the 50. 49 seconds left. So let's see if the offense can. They've been getting some open receivers. Let's see if we can get some points though.
Caught that right on the K of the SK, right in that middle of that beautiful field out there. You know, we need to give a little shout out to Kitsap Bank. They made this new turf a reality with a donation of over $500,000 to get it done. Just absolutely great community spirit and support.
They do a lot around the community support. You know, I know they're involved in many things with the youth, and it's just a wonderful thing to see. So South gets that back, 1st and 10. Bad snap, it's on the ground. Quarterback picks it up, throws deep against Isaiah Bird, and there's a flag down the play, but he catches the ball. I think we had pass interference, but he catches the ball at the 9-yard line.
They've been close on that one a couple of times, and they finally connected.
Let's see what the flag is. We have 2 flags on the field, actually. Hopefully they saw the same thing.
Looks like the Wolves are going to have it. They're bringing the chains down.
Pass interference is against Bellarmine. That's declined, obviously, because the Wolves have the ball on the 9-yard line, 1st and goal.
41 seconds to go here. Let's punch it in, Wolves.
Again, the Wolves get the ball to start the second half, so touchdown would be great here. Another pass play, going to Bird again, just overshot him. Seems to be Jake's favorite receiver right now is Isaiah Bird. So that play, we've got plenty of time, 34 and a half seconds left.
What do you draw up here, Greg? If you're coach, what are you calling?
What I've seen so far, I'd like to see a couple bootlegs. I think Jake's done a nice job as he gets outside around. It gives him the option to run or throw it.
And he's back to pass, going the other side of the field. That ball is intended for number 81. I think that's MacArthur.
Here's a
Here's a
replay.
replay and the catch. You can see the ball's hitting the ground. Does a great job picking it up. Throws it up there, and Isaiah just absolutely fights for the ball and gets it. Great job. And we're back live. 3rd down, goal to go. Another pass play going back to Isaiah, and unfortunately overthrows it into out of the end zone.
That was almost a carbon copy of the first down play there.
Yeah, very similar. We have 4th and goal from the 9, and
If South had tight ends, I know what Greg would call.
well,
14 boot.
we're going to go ahead and try a kick. It looks try to get some points on before halftime. So it's a short field goal attempt. It'll be right about 26 yards. So the holder is Garrison Glisson. Susan, the kicker. And
It's
it's
good. We got some points on the board for the Wolves. That's a great job by the Wolves marching down the field and putting some points up on the board. That'll make that halftime a little bit easier to take.
You know, they get the ball with less than a minute left. They went down and scored. It only took them about 30 seconds. So you can't ask for more than that from your offense.
You know, I've been coming to Wolves football games for years and years, and you'd think I'd get used to that cannon going off when they score, and every time they do it, I jump.
I just like to jump a lot more tonight, and that can continue going off. So hopefully we can get some more points. And again, South Kitsap will kick off here, and then they'll receive the ball starting the second half. So, get another drive going. We get some points, close this gap. So Nolan Souza will be doing the kicking for South Kitsap, and he'll tee it off here from the 40-yard line.
We got just 25 seconds left in this half. Lions are up 28-3 over the Wolves. What do you go with here? Do you squib it, kick it deep, and hold them down there?
I think I'd squib it at this point. I think Bellarmine's returners have some speed, and you really don't want to give up another long return or a touchdown. So I'd put it down the middle, see what happens. Who knows? Sometimes you get lucky and get the ball. So Nolan Souza ready to kick off for South. And it is a kind of a short kick down the middle. And Bellarmine drops it, picks it up, and he's going right up through the middle. Nice return to about the 36-yard line. That looks like that was number 84, Kofi Gossier from Bellarmine. And unfortunately, we have a Wolf down. So we have a Wolf being attended to by the trainers. He's sitting up, which is a good sign. Not sure who that is just yet.
He's up talking, so that's always a good sign.
Great sign. So that's number 29, and that's Jeremy Garcia, senior. Nice to see him run off the field. Hopefully, again, one of those things where it's something like the wind knocked out of you and you get back up and get going. So now Bellarmine's got 19 seconds left. Do you take a knee? Do you try to get some points? It's high school football. Anything goes.
Hey, for all our volleyball fans out there, which is a great sport, October 21st is South Kitsap's going to host Gig Harbor for the annual Dig Pink game at 6:30 p.m. at South Kitsap's main gym in support of the Side Out Foundation, the October Rally for Breast Cancer Research. T-shirts will be on sale at the high school from next Wednesday. Admission to the game will be $2. All money raised will be donated.
And Bellarmine takes a knee and lets the clock run out. So going into halftime, we've had South Kitsap with some miscues that have directly led to some Bellarmine touchdowns. Otherwise, defense is playing well, offense starting to get together. And, at halftime, the score is 28-3 in favor of Bellarmine. And we're going to have the South Kitsap band getting ready to come on the field. They've been highly touted. They do a real good job. And if you look closely, you might actually see a football player or two in the band. And some of these kids are just pulling double duty. So check out the South Kitsap marching band. Then we're going to have some highlights from last Friday's pep assembly.
South Kitsap High School Marching Band under the direction of Gary Grahams presents tonight's halftime show. Tonight's halftime show is under the direction of Senior Drum Major Taylor Reimer, Junior Drum Major Matthew Martin, and Field Marshal Anna Somerville. Tonight, they will be performing 2 songs from their Bon Jovi show. You Want to Give Love a Bad Name? And Wanted Dead or Alive, both arranged by Paul Bertha. I'd like to welcome the 9th graders from Cedar Heights, John Sedgwick and Marcus Whitman Junior Highs, who are marching in the band this year. The drum majors and band would like to thank the senior band members, section leaders, parents, and the South Kitsap School District for their dedication and hard work in supporting the band. Here we go, Bon Jovi. South Kitsap Marching Band, Bon Jovi Tribute.
What's up, everybody? Woo! I'm Haley Wolf, varsity captain. Ari Daly Cruz, varsity captain. Kendra B. Wolf, varsity captain. Kayleana Cachocho. Andy Rogers. Monica Oman. Well done, ladies. Here's the football seniors.
Walt Diggy, Oos, a.k.a. Walter Shaw.
My name's Christian.
Ian Anderson. Michael Garcia, captain.
Elijah Griffin, goalie.
Logan Guerrero, captain.
Corey Carter. Cole Craner. Matt Wiggins. Casey Carter.
Art. Jeremy Garcia.
Brad Price. Lawn Snapper.
John Moses. Gabe Redcliffe.
Jesse Jones.
JD Jones.
Dylan Sawyer.
Daniel Ferguson. Justin Tango.
Albert MacArthur. Jesse Strutz.
Jake Taylor, captain.
Let's give them a hand, guys! Wow, sophomores, let's go. A little bit more, okay? A little bit more from sophomores. All right. So every year we look at field, off the field. We have some awesome people that are in this building. It takes a kind of a special type of person, though, to not only excel on the field, but also in the classroom. So I have right now a list of students who were the scholar athlete for the spring sports. So when I call your name, I want you to come down, make a little line. So just kind of clarification, these people competed not only on the field in their sports, but they also maintained, for the most part, nothing lower than a 3.8 GPA as we go through. For baseball, Alex Garcia. Come on down. For fast pitch, Sarah Swanson and Sophia Canton. For girls golf, Courtney Schmidt. For boys golf, Anthony Corso, graduated last year, but we still need to nominate him. For boys soccer, Aaron Rogers. For boys track, Mason Bellarmine. For girls track, Eva Knowles. For tennis, Elizabeth DiGiovanni, Kelly Krebs, and Natalie Strauss. For athletic medicine, Sarah Bell. For girls water polo, Aubrey Lash and Emmy Hoyseth. For dance, Mariah Grazzini. For marching band, Matthew Martin, Rihanna Tichnell. It's okay, we can still say it's okay. For vocal music, Eleanor Miller and Sean Sue, graduated. And for the spring play, Sarah Lenza. Let's divvy.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here at halftime of the South Kitsap football game. I'm here with Greg Pickard. This is Phil Nenninger, and also with us is Brian Pickard. And we're looking at a 28-3 halftime score in favor of Bellarmine. Brian, what do you think we need to do here in the second half?
You know, I really think the Wolves need to come out just fired up, and that long sideline route was open quite a bit, and we got some yardage out of that. I think maybe some underneath routes, some bootlegs, like Greg said in the first half, would be pretty successful. That Bellarmine team, as we talked about in the first half, is they're pretty quick, pretty fast and things, and they're blitzing and stunting in the middle there with those two down linemen, and so it looks like they've got about 8 or 9 linebackers all coming in and stunning, and I think we can take some advantage of that, some misdirection and maybe some short screen passes, that type of thing.
Yeah, I'd like to see some, whenever you have a real speedy team like this, some misdirection, hopefully it gets them over pursuit would be one of the things I think we could try and see if that works. We do get the ball to start this. Hopefully we can get a good drive going and get some confidence and start to swing some momentum. Really, the Wolves were kind of killing themselves on offense. One bad play per drive, putting them backwards, and 2 defensive touchdowns by Bellarmine. Kind of the real big difference here in the score.
Yeah, that happened. It was back-to-back, wasn't it? If not almost back-to-back, and in the span of only a couple minutes, and that's really what put this game I shouldn't say out of reach, because it's never over till it's over, but that's what really has separated these two teams so far in the first half.
Yeah, we could be looking at more of a 14-3, or if South had scored 14-7, 14-10, and instead it's 28-3. But again, South Kitsap is showing some promise, showing some good offense, good defense. We just need to put together some drives and get this going.
You just saw on the screen there number 79, Daniel Ferguson for the Wolves. He's a senior, 6'3", 266. He was coming in there as going to be a 2-year starter, and before the season even started, he had some shoulder problems, and last I heard, he was unfortunately lost for the season. Great kid, real smart kid, big kid, and was really going to be an anchor on that offensive line.
And that's the thing with kind of story about South Kitsap this year. We're playing with a lot of youth, both offensively, defensively, skill positions on the line. Really, that they were able to hang in pretty good with a very strong Bellarmine team, shows some promise. But again, I think, we received the ball, we put together a drive, and we got a chance to make this a game again. So,
yeah, you take away those 2 defensive scores from Bellarmine, and it's a 14-3 ball game. That's a big difference there. But again, the Wolves are going to receive the ball here and put something together, put some points up, and like we said, who knows what can happen.
So we are getting ready for the kickoff. Bellarmine's getting ready to tee up the ball. Back to return for South Kitsap is number 3, Cole Craner, and number 9, Jesse Strutz. And Craner's had some real good returns, almost broken through a couple of one. Let's see if we get a good return out of this. So here we go with the second half of this game.
And the second half is underway.
So deep kick down at the 4-yard line is Craner. Gets around the outside edge. He's going to have a nice return out of this. Brings the ball back up all the way to the 30-yard line. Real good return. Good starting position for South Kitsap, 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Good way to start that second half.
So let's see if South can put together a drive, get a touchdown, and then put defense on the field.
Definitely. We want to see South come out strong, finish drives, and avoid that one play that always seems to set them back, whether it be a penalty or a turnover, every drive so far tonight.
Changing the play, looking at the sideline. South Kitsap's got a one running back and an H-back in the field. I'm going to start with a play-action ball. And the quarterback, unfortunately, he's going to get down. Bellarmine got in there and
That was from the blind side. That hit him hard.
So that's going to be a loss of about 5 yards. South will have the ball 2nd and 15. I like it. It looks like he was trying to go deep again. That looked good. But
That blind side has got to protect him a little better than that.
yeah, you kind of have to have that clock in your head too. He was back there for a while and probably needs to get rid of it. 2 running backs this time, staying in for protection. Again, deep path.
Yeah,
And
flag down. I saw his arm get pulled back, so that's a definite pass interference call on Bellarmine there.
So that might bail South Kitsap out.
That'll bail him out a little bit. We'll take it.
Pass interference against Bellarmine is the call, so that's a 15-yard penalty. And that'll be an automatic first down for South Kitsap too, so they'll have it first down at the 41-yard line.
Out of this offense, how do they run that boot? Who comes out? Does that the wide receiver then come across? If again, I know that's a favorite play of Greg from his playing days, but that might loosen up that hard charge and blitzing, stunning defense by the Lions.
I think they're doing, one of the things I've noticed is they've started to change up the snap count a little bit. I think Bellarmine kind of had it for a while in the first half and was timing their blitzes. Now it's they're kind of showing their hand, and South was able to block those blitzes up a little bit better. So 1st and 10, another pass play. Now the pass play up the middle, intended for number 11.
That one was almost picked off. Wolves were fortunate there that he just did not hang on to that ball.
Yeah, these seem to be coming in kind of low, so I'm not sure if our quarterback's getting their feet set or not. We're getting a little bit antsy in that pocket. I know Bellarmine's been coming in all day, so looks like it's coming in with 5 people again. Quick slant, little quick out, and he caught the ball, so it's going to be 3rd and about 7 for South Kitsap.
And something I've noticed so far too is Bellarmine's actually changed their front. They have 3 down linemen this time as opposed to 2, which was their set most of the first half.
So officials moving the ball over to where it was caught. 3rd and 7, South Kitsap from their own 44-yard line. Again, getting the play. Kind of a 3-3 formation here for Bellarmine. Another pass play for South Kitsap, and Jake does a good job sidestepping but throws the ball low.
He seems to be just short on quite a few of those things. He just needs to pick that up a little bit, and that one would have been a first down.
So we got 4th and 7 coming up here, and
They're going for it. I like it. I like the attitude.
this is one of those quarterback. Make sure you get the ball near receiver and let him fight for it. No, he's going to short kick it. Quarterback punts the ball. Nice punt. Bellarmine picks it up inside at the 9-yard line and down at the 20. So a little pooch kick from quarterback. Gets the ball down to 9, but a nice return for about 11 yards. The Bellarmine quarterback or safety was able to get back and get it.
Where I would have loved to seen a first down there. I like the call there. Kind of catch Bellarmine off sides, keep them back on their heels a little bit, and let's get this defense fired up the way they were the first quarter of that ball game, and shut these guys down, get the ball back, and keep the field position.
So Bellarmine's in shotgun formation with one back. It's a run play, kind of read option, and Wolves do a good job snuffing that out for no gain.
I like the way the Wolves played that play right there. They just shut them down to either no or very little gain.
So 2nd and 10. Quarterback's lining up under center. It's a pass play going out to the right side. Wolf right there on the receiver does Caden Anderson on the Bellarmine receiver. Incomplete pass. He wasn't going anywhere anyway.
You know, that defense there by number 24, that looked like vintage Gary Payton from when the Sonics played in Seattle. Called him the glove, and he had him covered like a glove.
So Bellarmine's going to have 3rd and 10. So again, defense is doing a good job and stacking them up. Let's see if they can hold them here and hopefully force a punt. South is showing blitz. They back out of it. Quick pass. Oh, South gets that.
Oh,
ball's
missed
up in the air.
opportunity.
Defensive back knocked the ball up into the air, and South had a chance for interception. Just nobody quite close enough. Great play by the defense. Bellarmine gets no yards and has to punt. So South gets up looking for a return here. Again, back to receive it is Cole Craner and Jesse Strutz. And not a normal place you'd expect any sort of a fake.
I think we're setting up a return here, which would be great because, again, they can maintain field position, even just a fair catch.
And we get the ball, we make a return, and we have a penalty on the play. Looks like a face mask. I saw it. Just about tried to rip that returner's helmet off. So that'll put the ball, right about the 35-yard line of Bellarmine.
That was a gutsy catch by Jesse Strutz. I was figuring I was waiting for his arm to go up to show the fair catch, and yet he fielded it and tried to make a couple yards, wasn't going anywhere, but that Bellarmine a defender looks like it grabbed his face mask.
So South will have the ball starting this drive on Bellarmine's 36-yard line, by far their best field position of the day. Hopefully we can put in 36 yards. Let's punch this one in, and let's make this a 28-10 score.
What's Sousa's range? Do either one of you guys know? He's got a strong leg.
No, I haven't seen him kick too far, but I've seen him warming up, and I think he can kick anything, getting about another 5 yards. So back to pass.
Let's score
South
6 here, though.
Again to Isaiah Bird.
He's got it.
Got the ball, and he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line, 2-yard line.
Nice ball by Jake. He just put it right there where only his receiver could catch it.
So South gets that ball, 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Here's where, I wish they'd have something under center, because I think you can, against this formation, you could punch it in, you could do a quarterback sneak and just run it in, but it doesn't
Great
matter.
blocking by the line. They just hammered it in there. We're in for a touchdown, Wolves.
That's exactly the way you come out this second half.
Now that's good offensive football. That line fired out and knocked the Bellarmine defenders back, and they controlled that line of scrimmage, and look what we got. We got a touchdown here.
That was number 34, Isaiah Davis, going in from 2 yards out.
So what do we got? We only got 8:55 left in the third quarter, and the Wolves, they're coming out strong.
Yeah, we had came out, made a good defensive stand, won the field position game. Even that first possession really set it up for their second, being able to pin Bellarmine back down and come away with points in their second drive.
And the extra point is good. So with 8:55 left in the third quarter, it's 28-10 Bellarmine. South Kitsap doing what they need to do.
And now we get to hear the SK fight song.
So again, the student section has been loud and proud all night long, and they've got something definitely to cheer for. And this team's been down like this before and has managed to make a game and come on back and even take the lead against Yelm. So if the defense keeps playing well and the offense keeps moving the ball, I think we're in for a good second half.
We are. These Bellarmine South Kitsap rivalries always seem to go down to the wire. They're good games. Even if one team has traditionally come stronger than the other, like is tonight, based on the records we've seen, both teams will put up a fight, and no one's willing to back down.
I think Bellarmine has to be thinking, whoa, what is this going on here? They just got punched and punched back for the Wolves, both defensively and now offensively, with a nice mixture of pass and run. It's now Lions 28, Wolves 10 with 8:55 left in the third quarter.
So Nolan Souza teeing up the ball for the Wolves. And getting ready to kick off. So it's a high kind of short kick, taking at the 15-yard line. Wolves do a good job staying in their lanes and stop them at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. So Bellarmine will start from there. Nice job staying in their lanes and making that tackle.
That was a nice open field tackle. They put that face mask right in the number and stopped him cold. All right, we got another good defensive stance here by the Wolves, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, Bellarmine tonight is yet to turn the ball over. So you'd like to see if Wolves could possibly pick one off or knock something loose and come away with their first takeaway.
So quarterback's under center. It's a run play up the middle. Wolves are on it. Gain of about 2 yards. Going to be a second down and a long 7.
That was a nice tackle by big Elijah Griffin, number 28. He's 6'3", 305, and he ran down that running back and almost looked like steer wrestling. He just pulled him down the ground and down he went.
So again, Bellarmine under center. And it's a play action pass. Quarterback's trying to go. Nice play. Oh, there's going to be a flag. Two flags on the play. One came late.
I think we had a little bit of talking going on there.
Well, let's see what the call is. It looks like
if they call that pass interference on the Wolves, I'm going to be really disappointed, because that was an excellent defensive play. He was right there, got the hand out. The only thing maybe his hand in his back, but I don't know. This will be a bad call, I think, if they call this against the Wolves.
So it is a pass interference against the Wolves, and then it is also a dead ball. Oh, I'm sorry. It's pass interference against Bellarmine and a personal foul against Bellarmine. So there was pass interference, but it was the Bellarmine player pushing off and probably preventing an interception.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both against the Lions.
So I think one of them if there's 2 penalties and one's a dead ball, you enforce them both. So we'll see what they actually
that
do.
should be the way. That second flag came in awfully late. It was a dead ball personal foul following the pass interference. They should mark both off.
So pass interference is accepted. And second down, and then they are going to mark it off. So
Wolves linebackers are looking for a little help from the fans, raising the hands up to get that noise going.
And then a dead ball foul, which will be half the distance. So that's going to place the ball at about the 8-9 yard line. And the first down is at the 36. So that's, second down and about 25, 26 yards. So
Great opportunity here for the Wolves. They've got him down deep. Let's see if we can hold him down there.
run play coming right up the middle. Wolves got the hands on him. He's only going to get to the 10-yard line.
There's a gang tackle for you right there.
So we're going to have 3rd and 26 yards. You have a play for that? Anybody? I think, they're just going to try to make what they can.
Yeah, 25, 26.
Yeah, I think you get someone outside. Hopefully they can break it, and if they don't, it's nice. It's a nice little gain that they can punt it away from.
So, Coach Phil, you put your safeties back just another 5 yards or so just to keep them in front of you, give them nothing?
I think you have to in this situation. You just don't want to get burnt over the top. Anything underneath, you should be able
they're
to
not.
stop.
Looks like they're playing their regular D.
Actually looks like to come on up. Quarterback's going back to pass. He's going deep. He's throwing.
Looks short.
And it's incomplete. Nice defensive coverage there by the cornerback. That's number 24, Caden Anderson.
Both the receiver and the D back there, they were both fighting for the ball. Good non-call by the referee. And now it's 4th down, and the Wolves are going to get this ball, I think, in pretty good territory. Little return here, and they're right there knocking on the door again.
Yeah, it's 4th down. The punter will be kicking out of his own end zone, so you can't ask for a better defensive series.
No, you can't, and it's always good to get that return, but with this good field position and the kick kicking out of his end zone, I'd go after this punt, personally.
So it's a kick to about the 40, 45. Oh, they get an excellent bounce for Bellarmine. I'm not sure why they called we had a fair catch signal by one of the receivers. So the ball's dead where they touch it. But he did a good job getting back there to keep it because that ball would have kept rolling another 20 yards. So
yeah, that
good job by Jesse Struts to get back there and at least pick up the ball.
Yeah, that ball took just a phenomenal bounce for Bellarmine to get them out of the hole, and the field position that we were all hoping for the Wolves to have is a little bit negated there.
Yeah, that's one of the problems when you have a nice brand new turf field. I think it's unlike the old beat up grass field. You didn't have to worry.
Where the ball would just stick.
You didn't have to worry about that. That ball must have rolled a good 25 yards.
So what do you think here? Do you think the Wolves will go back to that deep sideline pass, or have that as a setup for something else?
I think he set it up. Isaiah Bird has definitely been open, been able to make some of those catches, and I think he's currently Jake's favorite target. So it's not going to surprise me if at some point in this time they set him up to go deep again. Looks like Bellarmine is bringing a safety a little bit closer to this side and a little bit deeper. We've got a handoff coming up the right side.
Nice cut behind that block. Fantastic run.
Nice play. Good job. That's number 34, Isaiah Davis, on the carry. And he gains about 26 yards.
He read that block just really nice. Cut it left right behind him and picked up another, probably, I don't know what it was, 12, 15 yards after that.
I think Bellarmine is so worried about the pass and started playing a lot deeper with their safeties, and that's what opened that up. And going right back to it, run right up the middle. He's not going to gain anything.
Yeah, they got smothered that time.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, but the ball's on the 43-yard line. A couple of plays, and South Kitsap is, in the red zone again. So let's see what we can do. This play action, and Jake's going down. Quarterback's going down. Got a little bit too much time, I think. He's taking to get rid of the ball on some of these longer plays. We're going to lose about 6 yards on that.
Looking for that deep one again. Can't blame him, though. He's gone to that a couple of times, and it's worked him well. It's interesting to watch them call this play. All the the skill players, they look over to the bench. The coach gives the signal. The quarterback comes up, tells the line blocking, and off they go.
So it's another pass play. Line's doing a good job blocking. He's got all time in the world. He's going to run for it now. And Jake's powering through.
Holy moly. Nice run, Jake.
Excellent job. Gets hit. What looked like we're going to lose a few yards and winds up picking up 10. Makes it a manageable 4th down.
I don't know. Make Jake a fullback there on that run.
4th down and 6. So we'll see what we get going on here. So we got a hard count, flag on the play, and it looks like it's going against South. So I'll make it 4th and 11. So I think Jake was trying to get a hard count, had a whole bunch of lines come across the line, but somebody on the south side must have moved to get that penalty. So they're looking for the play. You have one-on-one coverage here on the right side with Isaiah Bird. Wouldn't surprise me if this is where we go again. It is the Bird and an incomplete pass, a little bit low. So that's a turnover on downs, unfortunately.
You know, Jake's been spot on those long passes. Those little bit shorter ones, he's underthrown them a little bit.
Yeah, it's usually an indication that he might be trying to aim the ball in there, and he just needs to lean back and let him rip and let his receivers make the play. So, but again, the Wolves are able to move the ball, and hopefully we can. The defense can stop him here, and we get another shot. So Bellarmine's ball on their own 43, 1st and 10. Quarterback's under center, going back to pass, rolling out to the right side. Wide open receiver. Good job for South Kitsap coming up and making the tackle. But that's going to be enough for a Bellarmine 1st down. Tackle there is by number 24, Caden Anderson.
You know, one of the exciting things about this new field is the ability for the community to use this field. And as soon as this plays up, I'll give you a first for this weekend.
So again, quarterback under center, going back, rolling out to his left, turning.
Picked off!
No. Caught by the receiver, went through the defender's hands, and the receiver's down at the 3-yard line.
Sorry about that. That looked like a...
The receiver fumbled the ball into the end zone. One of the South defenders now picked it up and ran it out to about the 5. Let's see what the call on the field is going to be.
We do have a flag on the field. It would have been a probably better thing if he'd just taken a knee once he got on the ball and had the ball at the 20. But either way, hopefully it's South ball and we stop Bellarmine from scoring.
Yeah, I'd sure love to see a replay about this, but this has an interesting implications based on how the referees judge this. I believe South Kitsap appears to be celebrating as if they do indeed have the football.
And you probably don't want me to call that one because I called that picked off, and all of a sudden the receiver was running down the field.
Yeah, we thought initially that the South defender picked it off, but it went through his hands into the hands of the receiver, who ran down to about the 2-yard line where he fumbled it into the end zone. A South defender then picked it up from the end zone and ran it out to about the 5, maybe 6-yard line.
Yeah, and I think we have a personal foul against South Kitsap, but it looks like they will hang on to the ball.
Good recap on that, Greg, and to spot that. It's in the bottom left of the field, and from our booth, it's kind of hard to see it. So, good job picking that off, Greg.
So officials are trying to make sure they get the call right. Obviously, confusing play for everybody all the way around. So you can't blame them for trying to get this right and make sure we're good to go here.
Anyway, while the referees continue to conference on this, just to let you know that a first this weekend is that the field is being used by a community soccer group. This weekend, the first games are on this new turf. 5 U13 through U16 soccer matches are going to be played. So if you like the other football, come on up to the Wolves and see the youth community soccer teams playing on this field. Again, just a great opportunity because now we can use this field for community use pretty much almost 24/7 if we let them.
Yeah, as a former president of Pee Wees, we always tried to get, a weekend where we could play our kids up here. And because the field was always in such bad shape, or the potential was there for it to be in bad shape, and the protection that was needed, we could never play up here. But I know they're coming on up, getting ready to play too. So we do have a dead ball foul against South. It's a safety because it happened in the end zone. So the penalty happened in the end zone, and that makes it a safety. So that would be 2 points for Bellarmine, plus South has to kick off.
So what a weird turn of events. We have what appeared to be an interception, only to go through the hands, get caught by the receiver. The receiver runs down, fumbles it into the end zone, where South recovers the football, then commits a penalty of some kind that, because it was in the end zone and not out of the end zone when it was committed, and South had a possession at that point, gives the Bellarmine Lions a safety. So instead of South retaining the football, South will end up having to either punt or kick off because of that safety.
Yeah, just one of the weirder plays you're ever going to see in high school football. So, it's unfortunate for the Wolves. The penalty really, again, we've been saying it all along, the penalty's been hurting them. Here it cost them a possession and 2 points.
I think some fans down there, they're scratching their head trying to figure out what's going on.
So South Kitsap will, not only that, but they'll be kicking off from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, what a weird turn of events. And I think that's probably one of those plays the referees walk through to keep sharp and try to figure out all the different possible options that can be called.
Yeah, and obviously from our angle, we can't see exactly what happened, but if it's a penalty in the end zone, you have possession, it does make it a safety. And they got together. It took them a little while, but it looks like they're comfortable with the call and have it right. So 4:37 left in the third quarter. It's now 30-10 Bellarmine.
Last Monday night's Seahawk game, there was that strange penalty at the end too, and even Pete Carroll was saying he wasn't too aware of that one, and maybe we should give Pete a call and see what he thinks about this one.
Yeah, I think he'd be flabbergasted right now with this call, but that's what we got. So we're kicking off from the 20-yard line. Bellarmine standing at about their own 30, getting ready for a return. And it's a short kick. Oh, ball's out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That's a penalty. So Bellarmine's going up with good field position.
So what I did notice, though, about that last Seahawk game, I don't know if you guys would agree or not, but I think I like our turf better.
Yeah, it's definitely nicer field, nice turf. I think this is what they'll be going to. So Bellarmine has chosen to, they can elect to take the ball where it's out of bounds or re-kick. South will be kicking off from their own 15-yard line.
Just real strange. Going back to your comment, Greg, about this field, I totally agree, because this is green. It's a good-looking field. Seahawks, their field was kind of gray and dirty. I mean, I know they had a big soccer match the night before, but Seahawks got nothing on the Wolves' home field.
Well, the nice thing about this field is the safety features that comes. It's more concussion-friendly than the other turf fields, and a lot more stability built into the materials here, so not a lot of ankles getting twisted. So South is kicking off from the 15. Nice kick down to the 30 of Bellarmine with the return coming on up. And a nice open field tackle, but Bellarmine has the ball at the 50-yard line. That tackled by number 35, J.J. Leota. So, nice stop. Oh, I'm sorry, that was number 25, so that's Anthony Morgan, I guess, on that. But the defense has to come up again. Yeah, they've been playing well, holding Bellarmine back. And it looks like we might have an equipment issue on Bellarmine. The officials caught, and that's a safety thing. Not a penalty, just stoppage of play, and he has to come out. So another player come on in for him. So 4:31 left. Bellarmine right about to 50. Quarterback under center. Heavy line, right up the middle. Nice run by number 30. We haven't seen him out in the field for a while. Saw him a lot in the first half. It's the first time I've seen him in the second half. And that's their senior tailback, Ahmed Lewis. And he gets a first down. So let's see, we need defense to come up with another stop here. Another draw up the middle. Going to go down for about 5 yards. Second down 5, Bellarmine.
We got 4 minutes left in this third quarter, and Bellarmine's up 30-10. See if we can't get a nice defensive stop here and turn it around and put some more points on the board for the Wolves.
If you take away the 28 points that Bellarmine scored in that second quarter, this would be a real tight game.
You take away those 2 defensive scores.
So Bellarmine under center, back to pass. And ball is caught down to 28-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. That's number 87, Blake Wilcoxon again with the reception. It seems to be a quarterback's favorite target. Bellarmine shotgun formation this time, one back in the backfield. First and 10. It's a fake handoff, quarterback keeper on the left side. Got some good yards, down to about the 11-yard line. It'll be first and 10. Nice play design. They've first time they've run that tonight where the quarterbacks actually kept it, and everybody jumped on the running back and left the quarterback open to go around the end.
Yeah, I think Bellarmine's really looking to take some time off the clock here, running it down a little bit, nice and long. They hope to be a scoring drive. We obviously don't, but it's much. The pace has changed for sure.
So another handoff to Bellarmine. He's going around the outside, and he's in the end zone. That's number 30 again. That's Ahmed Lewis scoring for Bellarmine.
That's disappointing, particularly the way the Wolves came out there and again drove down the field, scored, and the defense, and then the wheels have kind of come off here again.
Well, I think the safety probably took a lot of air out of these kids. They're still out there playing hard, and I think they probably still feel like they can come back and make this game and win. But it's 36-10 at this point. Again, not only do you give up the 2 points, but you give up field position, and Bellarmine was able to take advantage of that and come down and score. So try for the extra point, and that is good. So it's 37-10 with 2:43 left in the third quarter.
Another reminder that next week Admiral Ridge comes to South, and that's going to be South Kitsap's homecoming weekend. And they're going to do something a little bit different. They're going to have all 3 of the football teams here. They're going to play the C team, and comprised mostly of freshmen from all 3 junior highs here in the district. And they're going to be playing at 3 p.m. And then the JVs play at a 5 p.m. kickoff with varsity pushed back a half an hour to 7:30 with all the homecoming court presentations with the king and queen announced at halftime. So whether you're a South Kitsap alum or not, that should be a real fun night. If you're a football fan, 3 games back to back to back. Doesn't get much better than that.
Another advantage of having this new field, something we never would have tried on that old grass field, because, again, we'd be afraid that we'd just tear it up and, by the time we get to the varsity game, it wouldn't be playable. So just again, you got to thank Kitsap Bank for donating the money for this field, and I know the Gray family was involved, and the Maycumbers on the track, and just what a community effort. So we have Cole Craner and Jesse Struts back to receive again for South. And here's the kick. And it's kind of a short kick. And Cole's got it. Makes a couple moves, going up the left side. Down up to the 25-yard, 26-yard line. Nice return. And we have a Wolf down on the field.
Trainers are out there quick to lend aid and take care of our Wolves. That South Kitsap athletic medicine is one of the top programs in the state. Many years they've gone to state, won state. Always working hard and taking care of our athletes. And I know all the coaches really appreciate the fact that we have not only adult instructors in this, but also we've got kids that are taking the classes, that are out there helping the athletes. They're a part of the success of all the teams, all the girls and the boys teams in all three sports seasons, fall, winter, and spring.
Yeah, and that's number 13, Garrett Smith, down. I think he was involved in tackle, and he's a senior linebacker.
Looks like they're taking a little extra first aid equipment out there. And never is a good sign, but again, he's under good care out there and taking care of him. You hate to see this, but it is part of playing sports. It is a risk.
We do a lot these days, precautionary wise, and it's the right thing to do. Make sure if there's any issues whatsoever, we're taking every precaution we can with these young athletes, and just ensuring that nothing further happens. Unfortunately, they are bringing out the stretcher to take them off the field, which is usually indicative of a possible neck injury, back injury, something of that nature. And especially with what happened last weekend with a couple of kids getting hurt, again, hopefully this is just precautionary. Nobody's going to take a chance, and we hope that he's going to be just fine.
Phil, I know that you and I watching our boys play over the years and things that it was always a concern, and yet you encouraged all of them to play, and it's always a tough thing to see here when a kid goes down and is hurt, and you got the paramedics, but again, that's why you got them there, to be precautionary, taking care of them, and prevent further injury, and make sure that they're going to be okay.
And it's the sort of thing that I had a incident on Saturday where we had a kid go down, did the same thing, took the same precautions. It was up in the shoulder neck injury, shoulder neck area, and he was out playing football come Tuesday. From Saturday to Tuesday, it was turned out not to be anything. But again, no facility, no coaches, no trainers are ever going to do anything but be extremely cautious and make sure these young athletes are taken care of properly.
One of the trainers came sprinting over to the table here in on the Wolves sideline, and they're going through some things and getting some more equipment. It looks like they're going through some cards. All these kids, it's required to have a emergency contact card, as well as everything medical, so that should something happen, they're ready to go and they can go get the help that they need to get at a local clinic or hospital. And they're prepared to go, and I think that's what that trainer has done. She's gotten his card, and is gonna take it out there so that the first responders have that.
Yeah, and those cards will accompany the student all the way to whatever medical facility he's going to. Usually, a coach will go with them also if a parent's not around. Of course, because again, the important thing here is to make sure these students are okay. The football game becomes secondary at this point.
We've got a number of the coaches, South Kitsap coaches out there with trainers, of course the two paramedics. And sometimes we take for granted, we shouldn't, our first responders that are out there. They're always here every game. They're part of the community, and we know so many of them. They're here to help out. Hopefully not needed, but in this case it looks like they are, and we're glad they're here, and we really thank them, the men and women of South Kitsap Fire and Rescue. They give us so much support, not only at the football games, but literally 24/7. They're always there. Do we have a confirmation on the which player it is? I'd hate to give a wrong number or wrong name out there, but at the same time, I know everybody's concerned.
I saw a jersey number when he first went down. I thought it was number 13. According to the roster I have, that would be Garrett Smith, senior linebacker. And, again, it's a quick glimpse because he was going down pretty quick. And the one thing I will say is I did see him moving around, before the athletic trainers got out there, which is always a good sign if you're concerned. So, again, that would be my best guess at this point. Hopefully we'll get some more information as the game goes on. But we wish this young man, the best. They got him on the stretcher, it looks like, and they're strapping him down now. Not what any coach on either team wants to see going on. And they're giving him a hand. And he's giving a thumbs up, and he's moving around. So that's, again, real good sign. Looks like it's his leg. Looks like the guy's leg well wrapped.
Left leg, yeah, it's his left leg there. He's waving to the crowd.
Yep, he's smiling.
Giving a sign, he's smiling.
So good sign. So fans are giving him a great hand. Both teams, both sidelines. Again, this is, he may be injured, but at least it looks like it's more of something in the leg area. Which
I think this is Mom out on the field there. I think all the boys say, hey, Mom, don't come out in the field, but that's Mom. She's coming.
Yeah,
and good for her.
And you're not going to stop him. And it is Garrett Smith. If you hear the crowd going, "We love Garrett," again, just a great exit. Just not the way you want to go out.
Well, these kids and the student body here, they support their athletes regardless of the score, and nobody wants to see somebody hurt and taken off in a stretcher. But it was good to see him sitting up there kind of smiling and waving to the crowd and I think appreciating the love that was sent his way.
Yep. So when we return to action here, it's going to be South Kitsap football, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. And I think we're getting Bellarmine's out there getting ready. South Kitsap's coming on out in the field, so we'll get ready to start the action up again. And we wish Garrett the best of luck.
Again, kudos to the athletic med. They were out there on the spot taking care of that kid within 30 seconds of the injury.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better response, that's for sure. So first play is a pass play to Isaiah Bird. Unfortunately low. Jake's having some trouble getting those short passes up into where the receivers can catch them. He's been connecting on the longer ones. He seems to be having a little bit of trouble on the shorter ones. So 2nd down, 10.
Jake moving his arms around, loosening them up. Maybe he's a little bit tight. We got trips right once again.
So he's back to pass again. Coming on back, it's Isaiah Bird. Making a cut up the middle, picks up about 5 yards. So 3rd down, 5. Nice little comeback. South Kitsap doesn't seem to be one of the staples of this new offense. Is having a receiver coming back.
I like that play. If they could get a hat on that safety that plugs up that hole, that could be a big yardage gainer.
So 3rd and 5 from their own 31-yard line. It's play action. He's got an open receiver up the sideline. Nice play. That's number 21. That's Corey Carter with the reception. That's enough for South Kitsap first down. So ball at the 47, 48 yard line. First and 10 South Kitsap.
Heard the public address announcer getting first down Wolves. Let's see. Let's march down this field and let's put some more points up on the board.
So we have a run up the middle by Isaiah Davis. He's getting
He's
stuffed.
not going. He keeps
He
battling.
dropped the
Balls on
ball.
the ground.
Fighting for those extra yards. He unfortunately kept kind of bouncing backwards. And I believe Bellarmine has the ball. So there's another fumble for South Kitsap. Just kind of a rough time with these turnovers tonight.
That's too bad. He was fighting hard there, and that final hit, someone punched the ball out and was on the carpet, and Bellarmine jumped all over it.
Yeah, you know, it's you can't fault the young man for trying to get some extra yardage out of these plays, doing what he can for the team. It's just one of those things that happen sometimes. That's South Kitsap's fourth turnover of the game. So Bellarmine under center. It's a run play, and a nice play by number 19, and that's Michael Garcia, linebacker, coming on up. And
You know, that kid's a tough player. He ran him down from the backside and tackled him for no gain.
you know, great play. Second down 10.
What do you call here, Greg? You're the coach. What are you calling?
I think if you're Bellarmine, you're calling something conservative. I don't think we'll see anything too fancy from him. As we see another handoff, bounces it outside a little bit. But again, they're just milking the clock, I think, and trying to get a nice long scoring drive.
Well, we're under a minute left to go in the third quarter, so I think they'll run one more, and unless it's an incomplete pass, they'll.
One of the things that I always tried to coach in situations like this, whether it's football or basketball or any sport, is that at this point in time, Bellarmine's, they're playing against the clock. They want to run that down. And, of course, the Wolves want to get that ball back and punch into the end zone.
Bowman's back to pass. Quarterback's rolling out, has an open receiver, but he's out of bounds. Drops the ball, but he would have been out of bounds anyway. So 18 seconds left in the third quarter.
You know, we've talked about this this field quite a bit tonight, which you can't help but do when you sit up here high. We're looking at the whole thing. It's a gorgeous field, but also the track has been completely redone thanks to an incredible generous donation by the Maycumber family in memory of Dale Maycumber, who was quite the runner and track athlete in his time here at South Kitsap. So shout out to the Maycumber family for their generous donation, so that not only do we have a nice, beautiful new turf field, but we've also got an incredible brand new resurfaced and painted track.
Yeah, and like I said, this whole stadium is just beautiful. You know, when you sit up here in this booth, it is a lot of fun to look down and compare it to what you saw last year, and you know, you just can't ask for anything better. So Bellarmine's going to go back to punt. Hopefully we can get a return. We have Cole Craner and Jesse Strutz back for the return. Get the snap. And it's a deep kick, and it's going into the end zone. So Bellarmine did a good job of trying to get down there, but they were just a little bit late, so South gets that ball on the 20.
Yeah, at this point, you really need to get something going. It's tough to do being down so much, and I don't think you don't want to just go and throw kind of willy-nilly and make mistakes, make turnovers, but you got to be decisive and you got to start picking up chunks of yardage.
But yeah, you know, these South Kitsap kids are great, and they never hang their heads. They're always trying to get the next first down, punch the ball in. So we got quick out to Isaiah Bird. Speedster, he's going to pick up about 3 yards to the 23-yard line. Bellarmine on that pretty quick.
Yeah, so there's a big difference between the two offenses of these teams. Bellarmine, much more methodical, much more kind of pound the ground a little bit. When you guys played football, what did you guys? Would you prefer to be in an offense that's much more ground heavy and much more kind of kind of that smash mouth football, or would you prefer to be one of these kind of new age offenses that spreads it out, moves fast, and likes to get as many plays off as possible?
Well, we're old, so that we don't move fast.
But we did, I'm sure of it, at least in our minds, right, Phil?
Yeah, in our minds, maybe, but
Well, you know, back then with those leather helmets, we loved the smash mouth. You know, I was a lineman on both sides of the ball, and so to me, let's just run. Let's just pound football. Good old-fashioned mouth. I can't say it even. See, that was leather helmets.
so we have, we've been talking about how this rivalry's been going on. South Kitsap won their first game against Bellarmine all the way back in 1954 by a 32-6 score. And, like we said, this rivalry is one of the longest ones that we had. And who was the coach of that game? There's
Stenner Kivslin was the coach way back then. You see his name on a few things around here, a few trophies and plaques.
So does your answer change if you're a fan of football?
This is enjoyable. I think the kids love playing it, so they're the ones who are getting the advantage of it, and I do think so. This is a lot of fun to watch.
I like the pace.
2nd and 7 for South. Quarterback's back. He's got some time to get someone on his foot. Nice play by the Bellarmine lineman. Just kind of got a hold of Jake's foot and hung on, and it's going to result in a sack and loss of 5 yards.
Yeah, with that rush, I think he's got to get rid of that ball a little bit further. I mean, I know his eyes open wide when he sees his receivers down there, and he's had some luck with it. But he steps up in the pocket there, which is usually good, but then he hangs on to it a little bit too long. Good quarterback, though. He'll make the plays.
Well, this is, one of the things we got to remember is not only is this a new coach, but Jake's never played quarterback before. This is his first season. So again, South Kitsap taking a lot of time, which is very unusual for their offense, and I believe calls timeout before they get delay penalty.
Hey, I want to remind all our South Kitsap fans, particularly the volleyball fans, that on October 21st, the South Kitsap will be hosting Gig Harbor for their annual Dig Pink game at 6:30 p.m. in the main gym here at South Kitsap. It's a support of the Side Out Foundation, which is the October Rally for Breast Cancer Research. They're going to be selling T-shirts at the high school from next Wednesday. Admission to the game is $2, and all money raised will be donated to that fund. So turn out. I know Coach Scott's got those Lady Wolves playing some very good volleyball, and it's a great game. Come on out. Watch some good volleyball and support the foundation.
So coming out of timeout, South Kitsap will have the ball 3rd and 12 from their own 18. Don't want to make a mistake here. So we have 2 backs in the backfield. Probably give Jake a little more time. Some good blocking. He throws it deep to Craner, and it's going to be picked off. And that's number 30 for Bellarmine. And that's their running back, Ahmed Lewis, who's also playing some cornerback back there. So Bellarmine will have the ball on their own 45, 1st and 10. Really, 3rd down and 12. You go long, it's just about as good as a punt anyway. You'd like to pick up the 1st down, but this one doesn't hurt you as much as some of the other turnovers have. Bellarmine in shotgun formation. Getting people lined up. Run off the left side, up the middle. A little bit off tackle there, and the Wolves stop it.
Ball squirts out, but I think it was down. We heard the whistle. He was down.
Yep. So we're going to have 2nd and 7. Pick up about 3 yards. Now, if you're Bellarmine, I'm sure they are going to run this clock on down as much as they can. before they get a snap off. Doesn't look like they're in any hurry to come out of huddle. Quarterback's under center. One back, man in motion. It's another run up the middle. Getting some yards, but South stopping him.
He keeps fighting, but the Wolves keep coming.
Yeah, picks up about 5-6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2. So again, Bellarmine taking some time in the huddle to get to play, get right, let the clock burn down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they appear to be in no rush whatsoever right now.
Quarterback under center, one tailback, another handoff off tackle, and he's going to get in about 4 yards to be enough for a first down. Got about 9.5 minutes left in this game. You know, it's been, you know, this defense has been out there a long time, but you've seen some good play by him. You know, stopping Bellarmine some drives, and the ball just hasn't quite bounced their way. So that's been unfortunate. So it'd be nice to get a turnover here. Quarterback's under center. They have a wide open receiver, uncovered receiver. So
Nice catch.
Nice catch by number 87, Blake Wilcoxon. Again, he seems to be the favorite target of the Bellarmine quarterback. Nice throw, nice catch for a minute there. Just before snap, they actually had an uncovered receiver on this side, and South came out to cover him, but that was a little bit scary looking for a bit. Again, it's a running play, gaining about 3-4 yards. South gets up, looks like they're playing the run all the way.
They are. I think they know it's coming, and hopefully they realize that they're exposing themselves a little bit, and it doesn't come back to bite them on some type of play action fake or rollout.
Quarterback's in shotgun. Handoff inside. South plays it well. Gain of about a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for Bellarmine at the 26-yard line. Again, Bellarmine taking a lot of time as they huddle up. Not even getting to play in for a little while.
Milking that clock. A little less than 7:30 left to go in this ball game. Wolves are still fighting hard.
Going back for a pass. And the quarterback just threw that away.
I think that he was going for the ball boy there, I think.
Yeah, overthrew the ball boy too, so I think the nearest player were the cheerleaders.
Yeah, I think what happened there was his receiver ran a hitch, stopped when obviously he was anticipating something a little bit longer down the field.
So that stops the clock. So we got 4th down, 4th and 5. Let's see if Wolves can stop them here.
Showing blitz.
So we had a false start on Bellarmine. They were looking to South Kitsap was coming with the blitz, and it looks like their tight end was trying to get out there just a little bit quick. So that'll cost them 5 yards and make it 4th and a long 9, almost 10 yards.
Greg, I remember when you were playing, you kind of you were coached up a little bit on when you were playing defensive end. You used to get some of those tackles to jump. Was that a specific technique that the coaches taught you, or just your own thoughts and actions there?
A little bit of both, depending on what play was called at the time. We were coached up a little bit to show different things and give them different looks, and that just involved moving around a little bit. And
So that's an incomplete pass, and South gets that ball now on the 30-yard line.
And then part of the result of that happened to draw a few off at the time. I can remember vividly playing against Austin Safarian Jenkins, who's now plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, actually.
Tight end down there, and he was playing for the Gig Harbor Tides.
Yeah, and so we got him a few times good. It was something we identified. We knew he jumped a lot early and took advantage of it. So.
All right, so South gets the ball first and 10 at their own 30 with 6:55 to go. Let's see if we can put together another drive. Going back to pass. Got a man open.
Nice ball.
Ball out to the 50-yard line, 20-yard gain. There's a completion to number 10, Casey Carter.
That was a strike. That was just a very, very nice pass. You know, Jake, he's 6'5". I wonder if Coach Callahan, the head basketball coach, has talked to Jake. I'm sure he'd like to have his athleticism and height out there on the Wolves hardwood this fall or this winter.
No, Coach Callahan, I'm sure he has. he doesn't let anybody go away who thinks can play. So another pass out. Nice job, number 7. That's Quinn Ogan catching the ball and making a move, getting his hand down so he doesn't go down and pick up about 7 yards.
And Quinn, you know, there you go. He's a sophomore. He's coming off to take a breather. Nice catch, Quinn.
So we have trips to the left, one back in the backfield. Another pass. It's a quick pass out to Isaiah Bird. He's caught it, and he's out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Stops that clock, and it's going to be a first down.
And there's a long flag coming on the far side.
What do you think that's about?
I don't know. The way it came in, it looked like it was some type of personal foul, maybe out of bounds, but that came.
Throw him down maybe after going out of bounds?
I don't know. It was interesting because it didn't come from the side judge that was actually over there. He was deeper in the secondary, so I don't know what this call will be.
Well, we have a long conference going on by the officials. I only saw the one penalty.
Maybe they're discussing dinner plans for after the game. You think?
Could be. You know, they have to eat like the rest of us, so. Still talking about it.
You know, I'm wondering if they think if one of the farther judges that threw the flag thought it might have been, you know, late hit or intentional, and they're discussing whether or not it's.
They're picking up the flag and
no call.
So.
You know, I'll give the refs credit. They've gotten together several times to discuss things and make sure that you know who's seen what and make the right call. So we might disagree with some of their calls, but at least they're coming together on some of them and deciding what's right.
So we have another quick pass out here, and it's incomplete. 2010 for number 81. That's Albert MacArthur. And again, just the ball's thrown a little bit low. Another one of these quick passes that we're trying to get.
He's thrown the ball a lot. He's going to have a sore shoulder tomorrow. How many passes do you think he's gotten? That's one thing we don't have stats up here, so we kind of have to guess like the rest of you.
Easily 20 in his 20s, maybe 30s.
I think he's probably in his 30s on his pass. Another
Oh,
ball
wow,
to
what a
Isaiah Bird.
catch.
Nice catch.
That was a crowd. Jake put it right there on the money, and he brought it down.
And that's a 12-yard gain, so that'll be another South gets that first down. So I think coaches have seen some things, made some adjustments, and hopefully learning from this game.
You know, again, guys, Bellarmine's a highly ranked state team. I'm not sure. I don't know if either one of you saw where they were ranked, but they're a darn good team, and the Wolves are playing them tough. I think the score is kind of misleading.
Empty backfield, another quick pass out to MacArthur.
Oh, there he goes, up the side.
And that's a touchdown, Wolves. Nice cut back by number 81, Albert MacArthur. So nice to see the Wolves putting points on the board. You know, that's something that they struggled to do last couple of games, and playing a good team and still able to score some points. Bodes well for the next few games. And there's the cannon.
Gets the crowd every time.
And the announcer.
So South gets up trying for point after. It looks like they're missing one player. You snap. It's up, and it's good.
See if the cannon can get a few more screams.
So it's Bellarmine 37, South Kitsap 17 with 5:28 left to go in the game. And there goes the South Kitsap band with the fight song.
There's a replay of that touchdown.
You see he's going on, taking back across the middle, goes back on outside, just outruns everybody. What a great play.
That was just a nice move by number 81 there.
Yeah, he's had a couple of them this year that, you know, he seems to be able to juke and move around, so.
Well, as we've said a couple of times, there's no quit in this Wolves team. They just keep battling and keep at it. You credit that to the character of the kids and the coaching staff of keeping these kids focused and doing their best.
Yeah, they're out there. They're playing all 48, and you know it doesn't matter what the score is to them. They're going to keep out there and keep trying to score, and defense is going to keep playing hard. So you got to love that in your team.
We're lining up for the kickoff here. We've got 5:28 left in the fourth quarter. It's Bellarmine 37, South Kitsap 17.
And Nolan Sewell is teeing up the ball for the kickoff. So it's an onside little pooch kick taken by Bellarmine. The receiver makes a wise decision, just goes on down. Kind of trying to get a lucky bounce. Hopefully your team can recover. Not a true onside, but something a little bit shorter, and Bellarmine take over.
I think the coaches had confidence in the defense, the way they've been playing, and saying that, okay, you know, if they didn't get the ball here, they can put up a good stop here and get the ball over and make this score a little bit respectable, a little more respectable.
And Bellarmine starting at the 38-yard line, which, you know, is good field position. But let's see what our defense can do and see if we get another stop here. So it's a run right up the middle, and he's down. No gain there on the play. So good job by the Wolves defense.
He kind of looked like he bounced off the back of one of his blockers on that one.
Yeah, I think that Wolves D line is doing a pretty good job of pushing Bellarmine back, and I think he wound up running into his own blocker. So we got 2nd and 10 with just under 5 minutes to go in the game. Quarterback's under center. And it's another handoff, and he's buried. We have a new quarterback in there for Bellarmine. So that's number 4, Ryan Berg, in there, who's replaced Luke Hansen. I think it is. I think his uniform looked awfully clean there for a bit.
Bellarmine's in no hurry. They're just making that clock go down.
So it's 3rd down and 11. Another handoff coming off the Wolves' left side, and they're there to make a tackle. Gain of maybe a yard, so it'll be 4th and 10. It's exactly what you need from your defense.
Again, I agree with you. The Wolves defensive line has worked a lot and worked hard and worked well tonight.
So the Wolves called timeout here, try to save some time, not let them run the clock all the way down. So, you have a 40-second play clock in high school football, and with the Wolves, that's about 10 plays sometimes. So they'd rather use a timeout here.
We got 3:51 left to go in this ball game. It's still 37 Bellarmine, 17 South Kitsap Wolves. Again, remember that next weekend is homecoming. They're playing against Emerald Ridge, and we've got those 3 ball games. The first one with the C Squad, which is made up of mostly, if not all, 9th graders from the 3 junior highs, and then a 5:30 game for the JVs, followed by the 7:30. And again, please note that time change because varsity games usually start at 7, but it's going to be 7:30. And of course, we've got all the homecoming festivities going on. You don't want to miss that. Let's pack this stadium, all you alumni.
So the Wolves are going to, looks like they're setting up to try to block this punt. They only have one return man back. Everybody else is on the line, trying to go after it. So here they come. Punter does a good job getting a quick kickoff. Nobody back to block for return man, but he still goes up, gains 5-6 yards. Excellent return. And South Kitsap start at the 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
Well, we'll be looking for them to move fast and quick and see if they can get a quick touchdown. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few shots down the field here by the Wolves, and hopefully they have the opportunity to come back, kick off, and get the ball back again.
I see Bird out there, Zay Bird, with a one-on-one coverage. I'd be looking his way deep. There's really nobody even over top of him. Instead, they go.
Oh, it's picked off.
Safety just kind of sat back there, reading Jake's eyes, I think, and it's number 84, Cody Gossier from Bellarmine, picking that one off.
Is that the 5th or 6th turnover by the Wolves tonight?
That's the 5th turnover by my count that they have. So a couple of fumbles and 3 interceptions. So,
and I don't know if you saw it, who just made that tackle, but that was South Kitsap's quarterback, and I know he was frustrated. He was able to take a little frustration out there on that legal and clean tackle, but it was a nice open field tackle by Jake.
Yeah, he has to go back and start throwing those deeper balls. We have no choice, and Bellarmine's sitting back there waiting for him. So it's a chance you got to take when you're down by this much this late in the game. So Bellarmine's under center at the South Kitsap 32-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle, and South is right there and stopping it for no gain. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
I want to give a shout out to Emma Ladeau. She works in the athletic department here, and she puts together before these games. She gets us the rosters and information and all, and she just does a fantastic job. And I know you guys appreciate Emma's work and dedication to the kids here at South Kitsap, not just in football but in all the games. She's the first person they meet, and when they have to turn in their paperwork. And so that they can turn out and play all the various sports and activities. So, Emma, thank you if you're listening out there.
Yeah, she does such a good job trying to make us look smart that we really do appreciate, because otherwise we'd be looking even slower.
That's a hard thing to do, to make us look smart.
I'm not even going to go there.
So that's a loss of 4 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 14. Nice swarming defense by South Kitsap.
So what do you do besides line up and play hard at this point?
That's all you can do, and I really give a lot of respect to these kids and coaches, because, again, if you look on the sidelines, none of them are hanging their heads. They're all eager to get in. They want to make a play. They want to keep going. And when you're down by 20 with 2 minutes left, that's a great attitude to have. So South Kitsap, I believe, jumped off sides on that one. I don't know if they were drawn, but
I think I might have seen movement on the left side. No.
Dead ball. Yep.
Yep, it's against South. there's a lot of clean uniforms out there on Bellarmine's side. I think, again, I think that shows good sportsmanship on Bellarmine's side. They've got their reserves in and given those boys a chance to play, which is always a good idea. But they don't have their starters out there and trying to just pile it on. There's a few of them in there, give them consistency, but it's nice to see.
Wolves just called timeout there. I'm not quite sure why. Don't know if they just didn't have the right defense or the right players in. But one of the things, doesn't make sense not to use them if you got them. So we're going to have 3rd and 10 for Bellarmine when we come on back out of this timeout. And they need to get down to the Wolves 22 to get a first down. I almost expect to see another run here. I don't know if you give their backup quarterback a chance to throw the ball and try to make something happen or not. So
I think the coaches are telling the boys just keep playing hard, do your jobs, play your lanes and your positions, and just keep playing good football out there.
And the student body is still going strong out here, and that's great to see. That spirit.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, in particular, let's just say it. They've been blown out the last couple of games, and yet they've come in here and I think given Bellarmine about all they've had, all they got and all they could handle. Again, you take those 2 defensive scores away, we're talking a different ball game here.
Yeah, and Bellarmine runs the ball up the left side. They're going to gain 4 yards, 5 yards, and it'll be 4th down. So clock's going to keep running at this point. South Kitsap's out of timeout, so they have no way of stopping it. But again, it's 4th and 5, so we'll see if defense can hold them. Bellarmine taking all the time in the world, and now call timeout. So they were just letting the clock run down as slow as they could. Call timeout and make sure they get the right play in for 4th down.
Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they just go ahead and go for it here, down in your opponent's territory, not much time left. I think you run a play and just get as much time off that clock as you can.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. They weren't even intending to run a play before that timeout. Coach is just trying to get, I think they took off full 39 seconds, so, and what went from there, but. So South Kitsap is, after this game, will be pretty much done with the top of the leaderboard here for the Narrows League and get some people who have some losses in league play coming on up. So looking for a couple wins to close out the season. Like to get a nice winning streak going. Bellarmine 4th and 5. It's a pass play. Quarterback's rolling on out. And South Kitsap picks it off. That's number 19, Michael Garcia, and he's going down the sideline. Takes the ball up to the 50-yard line, where it'd be South Kitsap ball with 1 minute and 2 seconds left. So nice to see South Kitsap get that turnover.
That may not change the outcome of this game. Obviously, it won't. But a little bit of pride there, a little bit of feel good for the Wolves and for the defense there, who I think's really played a really good game tonight.
Yeah, undoubtedly they kept the South Kitsap in this game in the first quarter, first half. But here we go. We got a pass play coming on out, going outside to number 10. He's going to gain, cuts it back, a nice move, cuts it back in and gains an extra 7 yards. So that's Casey Carter was that reception. So South Kitsap first down.
Greg, Casey's a former Bobcat just like you. It's probably why he caught that ball, made such great moves, huh? What do you think?
Yeah, something like that. Or better yet, he's been coached up well by this new but exciting coaching staff.
Another pass complete to Cole Craner, number 3, for another 12 yards, and another South Kitsap first down at the 18-yard line with 43 seconds left. So South is going to try to put another one in here.
Working on the pride factor here, and I think that would be great if they could pop this in.
I love the fact that the coaches are keep on coaching, and kids keep on learning, keep their heads up, and keep playing.
Definitely. This team sure has a bright future ahead of them. Like you said, they're very, very young. And so even in these final minutes, if they can use these experiences to learn from, they're going to go a long way.
So there's another completion to Isaiah Bird for it looks like about 5 yards.
Give him credit for hanging on. He caught that ball and immediately got hit hard, but he hung on. Jake just downs the ball on that one. Stop the clock.
Yeah, we only have just under 25 seconds left, so that'll make it 3rd down and 5 from the 14-yard line. So good opportunity to, I'd say run your 2-minute offense, but it seems like South is always in a 2-minute offense.
This is where a 6'4", 6'5" receiver would really come in handy.
So a pump fake, and they're going
Was
deep.
wide open.
And we have a
Flag down,
flag on the play. And clock stops.
It was just out of his hands.
That play took a second. Showing 23.9 on the 23.9 on the clock. So waiting to call. And he was open. Illegal man downfield for South Kitsap. That's penalty's been declined. Brings up 4th and about 6 yards from the 14-yard line. So I'd like to see South get the first down here and get out of bounds or get in the end zone. Jake's throwing off to the left. Ball is caught at about the 8. They're stopping the clock. He's got the first down. We've got to get lined up. Get lined up and down the ball, get a play off. Good 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Clock started running. 15 seconds left. And it's an incomplete pass.
It's almost picked off, but Jake threw it in there hard and just missed his receiver.
The defender was allowed to establish his position, and I think his position was right in the pattern. And, I think it's a good no call by the officials. I'd like to see there's a lot of room off to the right side. Throw something out to the corner and see if your receiver can go up and get it. Kind of like that. That's out of bounds. It'll be.
What do you think, Phil? We got time for one more play, maybe 2. If it's fast, we got 8.8 seconds, so just
two more pass plays, and that's we'll be out of downs anyway. So
I'd love to see a little bootleg here, but that probably takes too much time.
yeah, right now the first one you need to make quick, and the second one you get all game long because that's going to be the last play. So
love to see him punch it in. So if they score as the clock goes out, do they still kick the extra point?
absolutely, the game's not over. It's a dead ball play, no time play. So you kick the point after.
Thought you were going to give us a Yogiism there. The game's not over till it's over.
No, poor Yogi's gone from us now, so I think all the Yogiisms will slowly.
You think so?
pass
I
away.
think they're going to live on forever. He was quite the character.
The officials coming on over to the sideline to explain something. I don't know if it's what's going on. Looks like it's a clock issue. We're trying to communicate with the scoreboard to get the right time on clocks. They're 6.1 seconds. So this will have to be a very quick play. And here's a quick play from behind the receiver, almost picked off. 3 seconds left, time for one more play. So now you don't have to be fast. You can roll them out, and I would say you roll them out to the right and see what happens. And Jake's a big, strong kid. punch it
Number
in.
11, Eliza Bird, is out there hoping he's getting that ball again. I'd say any receiver here. Let's see if we can't get a few more points up there. You know, even if the score stands as it is, I think there's going to be some people from around the area that look at that score tomorrow morning and say, wow, that must have been a game.
So Jake's back to pass right through the middle, and there is
Wait,
a penalty.
There's a flag down.
We're going to have pass
Game.
interference in the end zone, so the game is not over. There'll be one more offensive play, untimed play.
Okay, Coach, ball's on the 1 yard line. We're here in the Great Northwest. What are we going to call?
Give it to Marshawn Lynch.
With a healthy hamstring, right?
Yeah, I think that one's pretty obvious. Actually, it'll be half the distance to the goal. It's not in, I believe in high school. So,
Greg, I think they're calling you to come down. They got your old helmet and jersey there. They're going to throw you in as a tight end. And what do you think?
I would do it in a heartbeat. I'd gladly go back and play. Those were some fun years, fun times. It's a great experience for the kids. A team that I will never forget. I'm sure these current Wolves won't either.
So the ball's on the 4 yard line. One more play, untimed play because time has expired. Let's see if we can get it in. We do have one running back in the backfield. And it's a direct snap and it around, and he's going to take it in.
It's a nice play. I absolutely love that. A little bit of fun. The kids are going to be higher than kites on that one. That's a lot of fun. A little razzle dazzle, and it looked like maybe the pass was going to go, or a pass was going to go to Jake, but he ran it in.
Yeah, that was Casey Carter, and I think he has the option of throwing the ball into Jake, or if he sees it open, just run it on in. And they're calling out the game.
So they don't kick that extra point. Hey, hats off to the Wolves. You know what? They battled.
Yep.
All right, so we want to thank you for joining us at South Kitsap High School football game. We'd also like to thank the students of the video production program here at South who made this television broadcast and program possible. And again, our final score, Bellarmine Lions 37 to the SK Wolves 23. We'll be back next time for next week's home game, October 16th. Remember, it's our homecoming, and we'll be live here on SKTV and YouTube as the Wolves take on Emerald Ridge. So long and good evening from the South Kitsap High School.
Go Wolves!